60 months on all new Grand vehicles. Make unbelievable deals now till Tuesday. We make it easy to buy. Come in and tell us what you're looking for and how much you want to pay. And we'll also pay your trade-off no matter what you owe. And also, don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved in minutes. At Fletcher Dodge, you'll always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Fall is the perfect time to spruce up the exterior of your home or your business. And if you're like me, there's only one company to call, CertaPro Painters. What stands out the most? Their attention to detail. They carefully prep every surface, make sure trim lines are sharp, and even touch up any small spots, even ones you didn't notice, at no extra charge. They go the extra mile because they want you to be happy and they care about their work. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. For your home or business, make sure you schedule CertaPro. Don't wait. Their calendar fills up quick. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Mike, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. Feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities, given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard him with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill.
Absolutely, money will be a factor at some point in time because there's limited resources. But I think we saw with the hiring of Coach Calipari and what we were able to do there with him and his staff and what that's meant to our basketball program. I think we can build a similar model within reason for our football program. I think there'll be people across this state that will step up for us. I think there's an opportunity for the university to potentially help us, and we're continuing to look at new ways to generate revenue within our athletic program. Our football program is far too important to the overall health of our athletic program for us to take it for granted.
All right, welcome in on a terrific Tuesday. Weather's looking good all week long. Appreciate you. We're back in the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio the rest of the week. Had a good time with Craig James yesterday, brief one, because we were focused on what's going on the hill, but we appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate him stopping by, and I know he dropped some gems. We were just taking that media conference yesterday with Coach Petrino and Hunter Yurachek, so we didn't really listen in, but listen, I thought yesterday was good, and I mean, I don't even know if I want to say optimistic for the future, but it was definitely time, and I think for the next 2 weeks it's going to make our lives a lot easier selfishly because we don't have to listen to how bad this football team is because people aren't focused on that right now. They're like, who's next, and how are we going to get there?
That's the big talking point. I will say I am really, really looking forward to the Tennessee game. I can't wait to see what product steps out on the field after a bye week. I mean, I was talking to the boys about it. They said, could you imagine practice this week with a bye week? It's going to be really tough.
H-E-double hockey sticks?
Yeah, H-E-double hockey sticks. But as far as the coaching thing is concerned, man, you are right, man. It is wild. Hearing rumors about so many things. Last night, you want me to tell you what me and the boys did?
What'd you do?
There's a screenshot going around from a specific board, like a fan message board.
Okay.
You've seen this?
No.
And Nick Saban's name is being brought up.
Okay.
And allegedly, the conversation was happening that somebody spotted him up in Northwest Arkansas. And I'm like, what are we talking about? What is this bull and malarkey? I don't know what's happening.
All right.
But then you go on to read is that, so allegedly they're saying that when all this stuff happened, Walmart stepped up, and I'm like, Walmart? We haven't heard from them from, supporting NIL in any type of way.
Oh,
but apparently they gassed up their bird, right? Sent it on out. So what we did for about 3 hours last night is search for tail numbers on flights out of Northwest Arkansas to where's Penn State at? That is
Happy Valley.
Yeah, so we looked it up. Had a hard time finding it. We had to sign up for a membership, so we didn't pull the trigger on that one. But yeah, we did some extensive research to see if there's any validity. Then we said, what are we talking about? This is crazy. Then we said, is it though? I mean, one, would he want to go back coaching, Saban? Two, Walmart, why are they now stepping up? But you got to think about it. If Walmart were to put their brand with any coach or any type of athletic thing, why not the greatest of all time when it comes to coaching in the college game? Sure. A really good brand to be a part of and being involved of making it happen. But then I'm just thinking, is this just hearsay? But this is going to pop up often, right? About
I don't
who
think
people
Nick Saban's
allegedly
name.
see.
Listen, I never thought there was a chance in Hades that Petrino would be back at Arkansas, let alone the interim head coach. So I won't say never. I would have a hard time understanding the upside for Coach Saban, right? It's one thing if, you have nothing else to prove, but if you pulled off a rebuilding of Arkansas and made them nationally relevant, it would cement you as, maybe one of the greatest of all time. There are a few guys who could be that guy, but I don't think he's it because he's already – all he can do is tarnish his reputation because he's the greatest coach in the history of the game.
Should I, get rid of this thing in my mind thinking there's no way? Because Coach Cal, I would say, what?
Yeah.
No way. Petrino coming back,
right.
Now worked his way into an interim head coach. I was like, no way.
Yeah, there's too much danger of Michael Jordan with the Wizards,
I
think, for Saban to do it.
Bill Belichick coaching at
Earlier
North Carolina,
this year,
we would have been like, what?
I know, but look at what a disaster that's been
I
so
know.
far. But again, we're a few games in, and he hasn't had time to build a program yet. So we don't know. That story's still yet to be written.
Yeah.
You remember earlier this year, maybe it was late last year, that Greg McElroy came out and said, and was like, I don't think he's done coaching.
I don't remember that. But I'm not saying it didn't happen. I believe you.
But that doesn't mean he's coming to coach at Arkansas. I'm just saying.
Is Arkansas the best opening available?
I'm trying to think of who else is on the hot seat.
No.
No, right now?
Who's open? I mean, there are 4 or 5 jobs open.
Us and Oklahoma State?
Is Vatek open?
Yes.
There's a few jobs open. Is Arkansas the best job available? Is Arkansas a better job than Oklahoma State?
I think so.
Definitively, without discussion, without debate?
There's a debate.
Okay.
Without T-Boone Pickens in the picture?
Okay. Well, Arkansas doesn't have a
RP.
T-Boone either.
Oh, I'm just saying. Back then,
wasn't
maybe.
it 2 years ago that Oklahoma State was in the Big 12 championship?
Yep. They were.
So I would say there's at least a debate.
I mean, there are resources the SEC has that the Big 12 doesn't. The Big 12 isn't even the second best conference. It might be the 4th best conference.
Would it be easier to be more competitive in that conference?
100%.
Or then I was thinking like this. Let's just say for entertainment's sake, he comes over here. I really do believe he would instantly bring in support. He would instantly bring in this aura of players saying, ooh, because he could get away with that in-your-face, hard-nosed, down your throat, say stuff to make you feel bad. He could get away with that because he's so established with winning. And it's almost like players would want to gravitate towards, I want to go through that process too because I believe I'm a dog and I want to see if I can get it out of me. But I don't know, man. There's no telling. I mean, names are popping up all over the place.
There's no doubt. I mean, and again, to your point, I'm excited about seeing what this team looks like against Tennessee. How much better does the defense look? Do they look more competent? Do they look more passionate? Do they play with their hair on fire? Are they rallying to the football? Those are things that I absolutely would not – it does not take talent to do those things, right? Can you be in position? I mean, hell, I can get in position. I just can't do anything once the ball's snapped.
Yeah.
But I can know where to be.
Yeah.
And maybe you got to simplify some things. I don't know. But there's also no excuse for not rallying to the football. Agreed. And we want to see more of that. So
that'll be a thing.
How quick can they fix it? The other thing is we got to discuss, I think the other piece of the puzzle is Hunter Yurachek has become a target for a lot of people because when people are angry, what's the old saying? Hurt people hurt people. Arkansas fans are hurt right now. They're angry, they're upset, they're frustrated, they're disappointed, and they're taking aim at everybody. And I'm not saying that Hunter Yurachek is above reproach and you can't say anything negative about him, but I just want to make sure we're being fair about what's going on up there. I think there are a few things you absolutely have got to do as a program, and I don't think there's a lot of debate about it. We can get into that in a second. I want to tell you that in 2 minutes, Christian, 1 minute, now, whatever, Jordan Wicks is going to join us. The Chicago Cubs are playing in the postseason today. The MLB postseason starts today. Jordan Wicks is going to join us right now, and we're going to talk to him about the Cubs and the Padres and the postseason picture. He also, after what was I think it's safe to say, fair to say, a tumultuous season, a wild season, back and forth between AAA and the big league, an injury that he fought through, he recorded the last out of the regular season. I love the message, the storyline, the symbolic nature, whatever you want to say, of the stick-to-itiveness. Arkansas is in that situation right now. Can you follow Jordan Wicks' example?
Come on now.
And
Jordan setting
and
the way.
Stick to it.
Let's go.
And just grind through it, the tough times, or are you just going to be a baby and give up?
Didn't complain one step along the way.
Not to us, and not privately to me either, I'll tell you right now. Let's get him on for just a sec. He's already at the ballpark. I'm sure they're starting at 2 o'clock.
Conway native and pitcher within the Chicago Cubs organization, Jordan Wicks, joins the zone each week this baseball season. Wicks was the Cubs' first-round pick in the 2021 draft and has made several appearances in the big leagues early in his career. He's brought to you by GM Giant, Crain Buick GMC. Family-owned, they pride themselves in delivering personalized service and dedication to customer satisfaction. For more information, go to crainteamconway.com.
What a ride, what a ride. All right, Jordan, I don't know if we'd be real quiet and you need to whisper here. I don't know if you're hiding in the bowels of Wrigley Field or you're in the men's room somewhere, but it's good to have you on game day. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Man, we're great. We are great. Thank you for coming on. Excited about the postseason. It's exciting for everybody because you can't win it all if you don't make it to the postseason, and the Cubs are one of a handful of teams that have done that. So taking on the Padres today, and we've got a clip actually from your starting pitcher today, which I thought was really cool, but grew up as a Cubs fan, and we're talking about Boyd, and got emotional. I thought it was really cool. But anyway, it's certainly a tough matchup here with the Padres, who are very good this year also. How do you feel going into day one of the postseason?
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, it's super exciting. This is what you play the whole year for. Should be a really great matchup between us and the Padres. You know, Wrigley Field postseason, can't really ask for more. I'm sure this place will be rocking. You know, the energy around the park is already awesome. And you know, we're excited to get out there and just play ball.
Is the weather perfect today up there?
It's unbelievable. It's like 75 and sunny. I mean, just you can't get any better.
Gosh, you know what Ron Burgundy would say in this situation, but I can't say it. But he's pretty excited, and I'm pretty excited too. I can't say it. Anyway, so I was just singing your praises, and again, you had a very tough, unique season, up and down between the the big league team and the AAA, the injury you had to battle through, and it's a grind for everybody in the best of situations. I don't care if you stay in the big league team all year and you're perfectly healthy and you have a great year. It's a grind. It's 162 games. And I thought your stick-to-itiveness was really remarkable. And as a professional athlete, I know that's what you're expected to do. Easier said than done. I see guys whining all the time, professional, amateur, high school. Doesn't matter if they don't get their way or things don't go exactly the way you hope they would. But I think it says a lot about your mental toughness. And I'm not just saying this because you're on the show. And then you record the last out of the season in the regular season. And I was like, that is pretty dang cool, man. So how would you describe your year in a nutshell so far?
One of the toughest years of my life, mentally, physically, everything like that. But I think, it's also the year I've learned the most about myself, about playing professional baseball, and just, the ability to overcome adversity. I mean, the thing about being in the big leagues is there's always going to be adversity. The season's going to go up and down throughout the entire thing. Like you said, it's a long season, it's 162 games, and a lot of times it's, the guys that stick with it that come out on the other side. And, I thought being able to be on the mound for the last regular season game and get a save in that situation was a really cool moment for me because, there were a lot of times this season, I can't even lie, I thought I might not, be back in Chicago for the season. But, things can change in a heartbeat in the season, and, it's all about just being able to stick to it, keep grinding away, and, come out the other side.
What's it like right now, buzz around the city? The Bears get a win this weekend. They've had a couple of games in a row now where they've won. You guys are back in the postseason in the first time in 5 years. What's the buzz around the city as far as sports goes right now?
Yeah, I think it's the city's buzzing for sure. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like in the stadium today. I don't to be honest with you, I don't even want to try to anticipate it and kind of feel what it's like when Wrigley gets going. So I think it'll be awesome.
Do you have any idea off the top of your head how the Padres and the Cubs fared against each other in the regular season? Are you there?
Hello?
Oh, you broke up for a second. Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry, I think it was 3-3 split, I believe.
Okay. All right, excellent. So as far as the other teams that made the postseason, I mean, man, what great matchup. You can't ask for a whole lot more than Red Sox and Yankees in a best-of-3 to move on to start things off. Tigers, Guardians, Reds, Dodgers. I mean, the division very well represented, and the Cardinals didn't miss out by much. So I would say the teams in the Central for sure are pretty well battle-tested here, huh?
Season all the way around. There's some unbelievable matchups, and I think it's awesome because I think it's one of those postseasons that I don't really think there's a clear out and out favorite. I think it's kind of anybody's time, especially when you get into the postseason. People say all the time it's like a season starting over, and it really is. I mean, nothing matters before today. You just a completely new slate, and we go from here.
All right, let's talk some football. And we already mentioned the Bears. Kind of a cool way to win with a blocked field goal to knock off the Raiders. But as far as the rest of the league goes, we had a couple interesting games last night. And, boy, tough injury in Miami last night. But overall, the NFL has been pretty wild here out of the gate. The Ravens, I mean, my gosh, they're struggling. Crazy stuff. I don't know what's piqued your interest, but Kansas City really needed that win. I thought Baltimore did too, but only Kansas City looked like they did the other day. So some early storylines, I guess, pretty intriguing. Cowboys, a tie. I mean, that was one of our questions today. Yesterday, what are we doing? 40-40, and everybody deserves more than a finish of even, I would think, after a game like that.
Yeah, and it was funny seeing everybody just kind of like, they tied it up, and everybody was just kind of like, that's it. That's how it ends.
Yeah.
But yeah, there've been some unbelievable games to start the season. Big win for the Chiefs at home. I thought the Cowboys looked better than I thought they would.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought they'd get smacked by them personally, but looked better. So, we'll see. Honestly, next week they might look terrible again. Who knows?
The big story here, of course, has been about Arkansas. We'll finish on this one. I'll let you go and get ready. But, Sam Pittman fired, Bobby Petrino taken back over, which, again, this is all very mind-boggling. Defensive staff largely fired yesterday, and so a lot of changes afoot in Northwest Arkansas. The future is cloudy at best, but I think people are somewhat hopeful as well.
Yeah, I like the Petrino back in charge hire. I mean, I think that was kind of the best Arkansas football era has been in a while was when he was in charge, and obviously, it didn't have anything to do with football while he was let go. But, I like it. I think, some of that toughness and some of that fire is kind of what they need, because we all know Bobby P ain't afraid to get after anybody. I think DJ knows that more than most of us.
It's a little aggressive.
But yeah, I think it's a good hire, and I would not be shocked to see him be the head coach permanently moving forward.
Okay, what do you think it takes to get him there?
I don't know what the rest of their schedule looks like, but
brutal.
Hard.
What are they right? I mean, what are they right now?
They're 2-3.
2-3. They come back his first game after the bye week. Tennessee on the road. Then you got A&M at home. You still got LSU on the road. You still got Texas on the road.
Mississippi State at home,
who's not doing too bad right now.
No, they've got one loss.
Yeah, Auburn. So yeah, it'll be tough. Mizzou.
I think if they come out of it bowl eligible, he should get the job.
Bro, if they come out of it bowl eligible, they got to give him $10 million just as a thanks. I'm with you. But that's a tall order, man. That's 4 wins out of 7 games, and with that schedule, that's going to be tough. I don't think it's impossible. They still do have a high-powered offense despite some struggles lately. And, again, maybe there were things that he was hamstrung on that he wanted to do when he wasn't calling the shots for the team that he will be able to do now. Again, the biggest question is going to be how much better can you make that defense competent in the next few weeks? I don't know. And, again, a lot of changes going on there. But, listen, man, best of luck. I really appreciate you squeezing in on a game day. Really cool deal. Very excited. And, again, it's hard to believe it's been 5 years since the Cubs have been in the postseason. But excited about watching the ball game today. And best of luck, man. Appreciate it, Jordan. All right, we'll get Jordan back on next week and see how things go. Hopefully the Cubs are still playing. At least I feel that way. Jordan brought to you by Crain Buick GMC of Conway. Appreciate him. Appreciate them. And I'm excited about the postseason. I want to talk about Hunter Yurachek, but we're going to save that for a little bit later.
Okay.
He has been the target of a lot of people's ire over the last 24, 48 hours. And for some of you, for the last 24, 48 months, I get it. We can discuss it. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying there are some things going on that I don't think he is solely responsible for. There are also some things that he definitely deserves a little bit of credit / blame for. So we'll get to all that before the show is over. Clint Conque coming up bottom of the hour. Let's get a couple calls in. Fingers crossed. And we'll see if our phones are operating at a high level today. JW.
Hey, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you sound great. How are you?
I'm pretty good now. But I got two questions. Okay, I'm going to start with a coach like Tulane. Okay, he may do real well in the lower, or is he like Power 5 or something, is to come over to the next level like the SEC is how do you judge a coach that coaches at a lower level to be valuable in the SEC? I don't know how to really word that.
No, I understand what you're saying. That's fair. How do you evaluate a guy that's not only coached in the group of 5 at the highest, that's his highest level he's coached at, and how much different is it jumping up? When's the last time a group of 5 or FCS or lower-level FBS program guy jumped up to an SEC team and did really well? I don't know. Where'd Clark Lee come from? He's doing a pretty good job.
Penn State.
What about, I just thought about it when we were talking, Novell. Wasn't he at Memphis? Well,
yeah.
He was at Memphis.
He was. Then that's the same kind of thing as Tulane.
Okay, so my second question is I kind of want to back off from Pittman for this reason. What Hunter Ure said, it seemed like to me they set him up for failure, and it seemed like they didn't really want to turn over the money to get the players here, but it's almost like they didn't want to pay the buyout, so we're just going to tough it out a few years, and when he gets to the end of his contract, we'll let him go, because all of a sudden we have all this money to get. It was asked yesterday, and he said, what if somebody, I think it was Virginia Tech, had $50 million? And I don't know who answered the question about that, but Yurachek come back and said that we have plenty of money for the playing field. We'll have a very nice package.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that just sounds like to me that they just wanted Pittman out, and they just didn't want to fire him because of the money.
Can I throw one thing
and
at
I
you?
just want to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, can I throw
one?
one?
Yeah, go ahead.
They have been banking on 100% banking on this revenue sharing deal and how it's going to add $21 million, $18 million of which is going to go to help pay players, right? $15 million of that roughly is going to go to football specifically. So they have all been hanging on that. But Yurachek's talked about it. Pittman talked about it. They're all counting on that. It's coming next year. That's what they're waiting on, and that's what they're talking about. It's going to be better for the next guy. And I think they had some questions about him in the first place, and they hope for the best. But, again, I think they were a little bit of a pickle. You're right. I think the buyout might have been a factor. And I think there are probably some boosters out there who said, hey, look, I'll get money, but I'm not giving until Pittman's gone. He's not my guy.
Your phone line's just going crazy.
See?
It's like, man, oh, my God, dude, I can't.
All right, well, I'm going to let you go. But I think, DJ, I don't know if that's a fact. That's my perception of the situation. I do think there are some people, and again, I like Coach Pittman as a person. I thought he did a good job steadying the ship, and I think he should be commended for what he did while he was here. He took over a really bad situation. But I think there were some people who were holding off on being major contributors until they got a guy in there that they were really excited about, and he wasn't it.
Yeah, and you got to think when he was in his prime and when he was able to get guys going, it was before we were in full swing with now money being in play, so his approach, old school players coach, get the guys to love him, get people to buy in, trust the process, and you don't have to worry about recruiting the players that you already got committed to your school. You just know you can develop these guys. And then that got him from the Chad Morse years to a 9-and-something season. But then all this other stuff started coming into play, and it was just not his style of football, as far as everything outside of it that was now contributing to the impact of his players. And so that's another huge factor that I think a lot of people forget.
Agree. We get Jamie and Atkins in. What's up, Jamie?
Hey, can you hear me, guys?
I can hear you fine.
While y'all are looking up flights from Saban, I got another one for you to look up.
Okay.
So I had a buddy that I play golf with that told me that Gruden was in Fayetteville yesterday visiting with the Waltons. So do a little research, check it out. I'm not saying it's the truth, but it definitely came from a guy that I play golf with that knows some people at Walmart. So there you go. There's the rumor. Get it started.
Thanks, man.
I'll tell you what was interesting in trying to look up flights. We don't know where they fly out of. One would say
And if you're going to offer a plane and go, this is what we have to offer, Bentonville's not a bad place.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Thaden Airport. But they say the runway is too small to get stuff. But apparently they did land a really big aircraft there one time and take off. So
I don't need a big one. I just need one big enough for one coach.
That's
who's
it.
real
That's
good.
all you need.
Clint Conque may be able to provide a little insight. We'll talk to him on the other side. We'll take more of your calls coming up. Coach will join us after the break, thanks to Farm Brothers Flying Service. I don't know if you're going to take him in on a crop duster, but if you want to be real sneaky about it, in and out's pretty good.
Yeah.
Get Lance on the horn and be like, hey, I need a crop duster up at Fayetteville right now. Go pick up the coach.
That would be very discreet. No one would ever suspect it.
No one would ever think that. And I want a kind of blue-collar coach who's like, yeah, I'll fly on a damn crop duster. Give me the gig.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like guys are like, oh, I don't know, man, if we can afford that guy. Look, if guys like Dan Mullen want to jump on a crop duster, I will consider him for that job.
Yeah, fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go to 1037thebuzz.com and register to win tickets to Foul and Flame, November 22nd in Des Arc. Get tickets and more info at foulandflame.com.
This is Sports Center.
Two games in the NFL last night. First, it was the Miami Dolphins taking down the New York Jets 27-21. Miami gets their first win of the season. The Jets are now 0-4 overall. Also last night in Denver, it was the Broncos getting a pretty easy win over the Bengals, 28-3 the final score in that game. Bo Nix throws for 326 and 2 scores. J.K. Dobbins runs for 100 yards as well. The wild card round begins today in Major League Baseball. Best of 3 series across the board. Up first in the American League, it'll be Detroit and Cleveland at noon on ESPN. Also in the AL at 5 o'clock on ESPN, it's the Yankees hosting the Red Sox. In the NL at 2 o'clock on ABC, it's San Diego at Chicago. And then at 8 o'clock on ESPN, it's Cincinnati at Los Angeles. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Mike Washington gets in the zone with Justin and DJ each week, brought to you by Red River Auto Group. Visit redriverauto.com. Your next ride is waiting for you at Red River Auto Group.
For over 20 years, the hottest night spot in Little Rock has been Willy D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar in the River Market. Open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with cold drinks and a world-class dueling piano show. Deep Ultra Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays, and DJs spin on Friday and Saturday nights for a fun dance club option on the weekend. Visit WillyD'sPianoBar.com to make a reservation and learn more.
Willy D's dueling pianos. Come and get your Willy on.
Would you like to win the ultimate hunting ATV? Stop by Honda Russellville right now through October 17th to win a new Honda 4-man 4x4 ATV with winch, tire, and wheel package. Check us out online at HondaRussellville.com or on Facebook.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus, lots of fun choices. Like ping pong, right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
We got the big deals at the Big Rock. Got the big deals at the Big Rock.
Hey Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot. Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Lot Benton.
Jet Heat and Air doesn't fumble when it matters most. From AC systems to furnaces, keep your home comfortable all year long. Offering free estimates and financing options. To schedule, call 501-307-5959 or visit jetacservice.com. And remember, when you start to sweat, call Jet.
The Zone in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio is back. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, let's see what Justin Acri and DJ Williams have to say on the Buzz Radio Network.
I might be too strung out on compliments, overdosed on confidence, started not to give a fuck and stop fearing the consequence. Drinking every night because we drink them. accomplishments. Faded way too long, I'm floating in and out of consciousness, and they saying I agree with that. I just take my time with all this shit, I still believe in that. I had someone tell me I fell off, ooh, I needed that. And they wanna see me pick back up, well, where'd I leave it at? I know I exaggerated things, now I got it like that. Tuck my napkin in my shirt, cause I'm just mobbing like that. You know good and well that you don't want a problem like that. You gon' make some.
All right, we got Clint Conque for 25 minutes. So I'm going to pick his brain about a bunch of stuff. I am going to get these two callers on real quick. They called in, guys. So if you don't mind, let's kind of keep it efficient if we can. JT?
Hey, I just have a question about the Travis Williams' relationship with Bobby Petrino, saying that he was on the 07 Falcons team whenever Bobby cut out. Has anybody heard what their relationship was? It painted from day one?
I would assume not long, because Coach P was there, what?
Half a season?
If that.
Was he there longer than that? Was he there 13 games? I don't know. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah. I can't remember.
13's a magic number. I can't remember if that was Lou Holtz or that was Bobby Petrino.
And I know Travis would have been a rookie, and he was there 1 year, right? I think he had one NFL season.
I think the efficient way to say this is we don't know,
okay,
but there have been insinuations made that they did not see eye to eye. I think that's fair to say.
Okay. I was just wondering if you guys had heard any more than that.
I would tell you, JT, my guess is if the defense was kicking butt and taking names, there would not have been a change made, though.
Right.
Yeah. All right, appreciate the call. You know what I wonder about, too? I was thinking about this yesterday. What if the defense was giving up 5 points a game and the offense just couldn't score and they were getting shut out every game? Would they have canned everybody and elevated Travis Williams to the head coach?
Yeah.
Would they? Would they?
Would
they?
Yeah.
Would they?
Yes.
Would they?
Why not?
Savage?
What's up, Justin?
How you doing, bub?
I'm doing good. Going to be real brief. Last time I checked, words matter, Justin.
Yes.
And, everything I've heard come out of Hunter Yurachek's mouth tells me everything I need to know. And until he's gone, we're going to be the Washington Generals of the SEC until he's gone. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Coming out.
Not Commanders, Generals.
Okay.
We're going to pull some pants down, throw some confetti? What are we doing? Mm-mm.
It's time for the Natural State Football Report with Clint Conque. Taking a closer look at football across the great state of Arkansas with the winningest coach in UCA history. The Natural State Football Report is brought to you by Farm Brothers Flying Service. For the past decade, they've been providing crop dusting services to the farmers of southeast Arkansas, and they can help you too. Now, let's toss around the pigskin in the zone with Coach.
Coach, our hotline has had more problems than the Arkansas football team, so if something goes awry, just be ready. But we'll play it by ear. I appreciate you coming on the Jim's Razorback Pizza hotline. How are you?
I'm doing well. Just a very discombobulated week in college football here in the state, and here we go. Some people obviously thought that this, might happen last year or it could have happened during the season, and obviously we're living in a reality where Coach Pittman was relieved and Coach Petrino's now the interim coach. So here we go.
You understand and agree with the decision, or you think maybe they should have done something different?
Well, after the loss at Memphis, there was an enormous amount of pressure, I think, given the previous history of the last several years for this football team and this coaching staff, to put a product on the field that a capacity crowd of 76,000 people would be proud of, and that didn't happen. And it was so bad, it was so egregious, the result, and then, of course, how they got to that result, the poor play, that the pressure was mounting to make a change. So, I mean, and I said this earlier to some people this week, probably this summer, the powers that be probably looked at the schedule and said, hey, we've got an open date right here. If this ship starts to sink, this would be a good jumping off point. So I don't think they wanted to do that, but I think that mechanism was there in the event that they had to make it. And certainly they made it. It was a bad product on the field Saturday. I feel bad for Coach Pittman because he is really, truly one of the good guys. And I do think that he in some ways stabilized the program. But I think there would have been an Indian uphealing if they wouldn't have made a change. And I think Coach Petrino was probably the logical person to put in that position at this point.
All right, pretend you're him. What do you do in the next 2 weeks?
Oh, boy. I think he's made some changes on the defensive side of the ball, whether they're warranted or not. Obviously, the product is the product.
So what do you mean by that? So let me stop you there. What do you mean warranted or not? Do you think they were warranted, or would you have not done that?
I think if I was put in that position, given that resume for this year, I would have made a change. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now, some of the players don't think a change should have been made, so he's got to go in and win over that locker room, win over that team room, have a bunch of individual meetings, have a bunch of senior leadership meetings. He's got to go in and let them know that he's got their best interests at heart. Putting on good film if you want to transfer, put good film on tape for the NFL people. I mean, whatever your goal is at the end of this season, we've got 8 games to work together to try to do what's best for this program, this team, and for you individually. And he's got to win that locker room over. He's made the changes on defense that probably warranted. So with that said, I do think he needs to bring somebody in from the outside. You've got a young guy that's coordinated before. He's a D-line coach. Can he see the big picture, the back end, the front end, the linebacker play, but bring somebody in to work maybe with the linebackers that has had SEC coordinator experience, a Will Muschamp, the gentleman that was just let go at Oklahoma State, somebody to come in to consult. Yeah, Grantham, to come in and consult, to work with the young guys that he's promoted over there. So I do think that there is going to be another shoe to drop as far as someone coming into the program for the remainder of the season that may have some coordinator SEC experience. Will Muschamp comes to mind.
Yeah.
I don't know what that relationship is, but obviously Will's a good coach. He's coached all throughout the SEC with a lot of success.
Well,
and some not so success.
Yeah, but the first thing I think about when I think of Will Muschamp is his hair is on fire 24/7. So if you're trying to add a little intensity and want to, that's a guy that might be good. Again, Coach, you have to assume though that like a transplant, you're not going to reject it, right? So you gotta have guys that are on board with accepting a different style that are going to be maybe a little less player-friendly, coach agreeable. I mean, it's a really risk-reward thing. Because to me, you're potentially could lose the entire situation here if you're too tough on them to try to get what you think needs to be done.
100%. But what was on the field the last 2 weeks, something has to change. Somebody needs to have their damn hair on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you that. Somebody needs to be held accountable. And I agree. Look, big picture, Justin, DJ, I don't know what everybody's opinion's been. There's been a lot of damage done to the University of Arkansas athletic department and to the football program here over the last month. And I think everybody knows what I'm alluding to. The AD's comments, what's the product on the field, the dismissal of a coach and half of a defensive staff. They may need to blow the whole thing up before it can move forward. That's just my opinion from 30,000 feet looking in. And look, if y'all want to fly somebody in on a crop duster, I could talk to Gasaway. We get that done. There's 5 airstrips in rural southeast Arkansas, but I promise you we can get them in the cloak of the late day and get them out the next morning.
I'm not going to say that blowing it all up won't work. All I'm going to say is the last time I saw it happen, you ended up with Julie Cromer-Peoples and Chad Morris. So pardon me if I'm a little nervous about changing AD and head coach at the same time.
If I'm a high profile, experienced Big 10, Big 12, SEC football coach, okay, man, I want some answers. I mean, I need to know that I've got autonomy. I need to know who I'm answering to. I need to know we got money, we don't have money. You can't survive. Look, and I'm going to call a spade here. I think UCA is way down the list, too, in their football allocations. You can't straddle the fence. You either got to be all in or you're not in at all. You've got to make the commitment. You can't have the 12th or 13th highest paid football coach and the 10th or 12th highest football staff. You can't have one of the lowest collectives in NIL money in the conference. I mean, the people of this state love football. They want to win. So you've got to go all in if you're going to have a Southeastern Conference football program, in my opinion, that wants to compete for championships. And we haven't seen that, I don't think, and verbally that was verbalized to the entire state and the whole country. So if I'm a high-profile coach coming in, which is it? Which is it? And I think that's going to be a deterrent. Now, it's a Southeastern Conference job. It's one of 130 jobs in the country. It's going to be coveted, but you're not going to get a high-profile, experienced winner for $3.5, $4, $5, $6 million.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna have to pony up.
I don't think there's
and then you're gonna.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and I mean your staff, recruiting, your staffing, all of it. It goes all the way down. So, can they attract that guy? I don't know. It's still a very good job. I mean, it is Arkansas.
If you don't have a major commitment financially, you're never going to win. That is the bottom line. And that is partially on Hunter Yurachek, and that was one of the points I was going to make today. And it is partially not on Hunter Yurachek. That is not his full-time job to raise money. Now, it is his job to manipulate or massage relationships and try to create new revenue streams from new sponsors. That's fine. But at the same time, he's got 19 varsity sports. He's got a lot of coaches, players, and administrative staff to manage. So these people who say, like, he's out to lunch, he doesn't know what he's doing, I mean, I don't know when the last time you were an AD is, but there is more to it than just that. And as far as the things
100%.
and I'm going to say this, Coach, I said this earlier. He and Pittman kept singing the same song. And I'm not saying it's a wrong song. I'm just saying that's all they've been saying is this is what it is. But next year, when revenue sharing starts, we have an $18 million pot to work out of and $2.5 million going to new scholarships. And guess what? That's going to put us on more of a level playing field. $15 million of that or so is going to be earmarked for football. Is it going to make it more even? I don't know if they're spending $15 million on football now or if they're spending $5 million. But if it's 15 coming and 5 now, it does stand to reason they should be able to field a more competitive product on the football field. And to your point, too, yes, maybe you need to step up and staff salaries. You know, there's been talk about expanding. Bill Vickery brought this up on his show this weekend. You need to expand the NIL department because you need a staff out there running down new revenue streams and new sponsors. And again, you've also got the foundation people who are also knocking on those same doors going, hey, Walmart, hey, J.B. Hunt, I need your money. It's like, well, I got money over here that needs to go to the foundation to run the university's athletic program, and I got money that needs to come in over here to help pay athletes who want to come to my campus. You got a lot of pieces of the puzzle in action, and it's still a new world that they're all getting used to. But they're all banking on revenue sharing, and it hasn't happened yet, and it's not going to happen until next year. Whether it was Pittman or Gruden or Clint Conque, the next coach is going to be better off financially. Whether it's going to make it more competitive remains to be seen.
That's right. That's right. And I've got a unique perspective. My son Chase is a Division I athletic director in charge of 23 sports. They don't play major college football in the Southeastern Conference. But he's got 3 full-time people out, external affairs, raising money for the athletic department. Plus he works hand in hand with the foundation there at University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. Now, of course, they got the Texas system behind them.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got external people that are beating the streets every day so he can manage those 23 sports. What I'm saying is Hunter Yurachek, at the end of the day, Justin, and I don't know the guy, and my son actually got along with him great when he was at Little Rock. They had a great relationship. They started the whole in-state competition thing, whether you agree with that or not. But anyway, They played the first one in baseball. My point is this. At the end of the day, the product on the field, the balance sheet, all of that falls to the athletic director. I understand your point, but the athletic director's got to be held accountable too.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying fire the guy. I don't want anybody fired. But damn it, I mean, I don't have a horse in the race at the University of Arkansas, but DJ, you do, and the Clint Sterners of the world, and the Joe Kleins, and all the alumni that are associated with the Buzz. That was embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, we all know the product on the field is not what it needs to be. We are going to get a good look at it 2 weeks from now. So we don't know for sure how much better or worse they can be. Also, this is a Tennessee team that is good, but certainly not otherworldly. But you're also trying to reinvent the wheel in 2 weeks and, to some degree,
hey, just play hard, man. Just play hard.
I'll give you that.
Just play hard.
Do it in
just play hard.
front of 110,000 on the round. Good luck.
Play hard.
Play hard. It does help. That will solve a lot of problems, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, just play hard. I mean, if you're going hard and you can't go any harder, or you're as fast as you're going to be, but if at least you go hard and you wrap up and the guy breaks the tackle, I mean, he's better than you. But I mean, just play hard.
Play hard.
And I hate to be critical, but damn it. I mean, I coached for a long time. I'd have dug my head in the sand after that game, too.
Yeah. All right, we got to hit a break. We'll talk about some of the other programs in the state. It was a tough weekend for all the Division Ones, except for UAPB. Good win for them.
Except for UAPB.
So, listen, we're getting curveballs out of the GAC every week. We got another one this week that we'll talk about. It's 10:49. Clint Conque continues after the break. Thanks to Farm Brothers Flying Service. D3 Auto Sales. We've got room for you on our live fan feedback, brought to you by our friends at Gwatney Chevrolet, and we'll take your calls, phones allowing, 501-661-1037 in our next hours.
Let me tell you, damn guys ain't dumb. Maybe get a pistol on your
Well, Bass, game's almost over. I hope you got those bets in on the Oaklawn Sports app.
You know, Roger, this Oaklawn Sports betting app might actually make watching games with you bearable.
That's big talk coming from a guy who's about to pick up the tab. But I hear you. With this app, we can bet on all the games this season with so many options.
And after they kick this field goal, it'll be you picking up the tab.
Nah, he's going to miss.
It's good!
That's bad.
Bet all season long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's David Basil from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Basil sent you.
I'm retired, newly retired, so this was my first summer not working again. But I had problems with my shoulder. I mean, it was just like 1,000 needles going into my shoulder.
Mike didn't want surgery. 6 months in a sling was not how he planned to spend retirement. That's when he heard about QC Kinetics regenerative treatments.
It's a free appointment, and after the first treatment, the next day, I went out and played golf. The pain just wasn't there.
No drugs, no surgery. Just your body's own natural healing power. Orthobiologic concentrated and placed exactly where you need them to go to work.
I couldn't have asked for a better experience. I don't want to take on Mike Tyson, but he'd know I was there.
Now Mike's heading back to QC Kinetics to get his knees treated.
It changed my first summer being retired. It's one I can remember instead of regret.
Get back to doing what you love. Call QC Kinetics today to schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
Big savings are rolling now at Gwatney Chevrolet. Take advantage of the $7,500 EV tax credit before September 30th. Drive a 2026 Trax or Trailblazer for just $249 a month. Or save up to $13,000 on new Silverados. Plus, we're paying up to 20% over Kelley Blue Book for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And right now, you can get it all with no payments until 2026. Stop by Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville today. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. With approved credit restrictions apply, see dealer for details.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Tuesday on Out of Bounds, we'll talk a lot more about the Arkansas Razorbacks and all the changes on the coaching staff. Also, Matt Zimmerman will join us. Coach Z at 2:10. We'll get his thoughts on the departure of Sam Pittman. Also, we'll talk a little college basketball because the season is right around the corner. Plus, we got NFL to discuss and high school football. So join us for Out of Bounds. We'll be here from 1 to 4.
You're listening to The Zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams. You like what you hear? Well, check out our video stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch.
Some wind up in the Hall of Fame.
All right, we'll take some calls here in a second. Let's get Coach Conque back in here. All right, Coach, let's move on. Arkansas State coming up short against Louisiana Monroe, and you were a little concerned about that game. It's a road game, and you know, they've been competitive the last couple of weeks, but they've come up short. And, you know, I'm not going to say they were expected to win the Monroe game, but would have been nice. And they really owned Monroe.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in a tough spot right now. They've lost a few games in a row now. And, you know, I think they've got some talent for sure, but they need to right the ship here pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've always felt a proven formula is be able to run the football on the road and defend the run, and they did neither. And then to boot, they lost the turnover battle. But they've got some nice skill. I mean, the Rucker kid's a good player. Rayner's a good player. They've got others. They just kind of ran into a buzzsaw down there. 20-something thousand people. It was a big day. I think it might have been homecoming. I'm not sure. First time in 15 or 16 years that Monroe has beaten Arkansas State. Mm-hmm. So they'll have to regroup this week. But until they can find a run game and defend the run better, and then I think the SEC, Big 12, I mean, some of those games are starting to stack up on them. You know, your body starts hurting a little bit more after some of those games. So, but yeah, they need to finish strong for sure to make a bowl.
Yeah, the Kennesaw State game I kind of understood, even though I think they're better than Kennesaw State. If they played them 10 times, they probably went 8 or 9. But it's tough after playing two, Power 4 teams in a row. That does beat you up. This week. They've got Texas State at home, and that is no easy task either.
No picnic.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're 3-1.
You talk about a program. You talk about a program that's made a commitment.
Yeah.
Justin, when I was coaching in Central Arkansas, we were covering them. We were playing them.
Yeah.
And then my last year or two, they made the jump to FBS. They've expanded their stadium. They're going into whatever the Pac-12 is supposed to look like now. I mean, they've gone to bowl games. I mean, there's a commitment to football there at Texas State University. So they will have their hands full this week for sure.
No question. Central Arkansas, you already alluded to the program, Coach. I mean, there was a report that came out not long ago. They're in their mid-50s, I guess, as far as football budgets go. It does make things tough. They were close last week, got their starting quarterback back in Austin Myers. He came in on the third series. And there was a spark, Coach. It was undeniable that happened with the offense. And I really like the kid, Luther Richardson, that had been starting. But there was a spark that came with the original starting quarterback. The offense operated much better. Defense, missed out on a couple of stops, and they got a couple of tough breaks on some calls too. But you've been through Southland Conference officiating. But again, they're a team that just needs to win.
Yeah, they do. I mean, what are they, 1-4 right now? Is that right?
That's correct. Yep.
And they come home against Utah Tech, a team that upset them last year. It was the only win that Utah Tech had last year. So obviously they've got this game circled. But there's no question. Austin Myers, young man from Bologna, was a catalyst in that game. He's only going to get better. They need to keep him upright and keep him healthy so they can string together some games and improve as an offense. Obviously Chambers, Artie Lee, the Henry kid. I mean, great skill players outside. But again, special teams breakdowns led to 3 scores, short fields. They got to get their kicking game cleaned up, and then 13 penalties for well over 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to win at home or on the road when you can't win the field position battle in the kicking game, and then you have over 100-something yards in penalties. So they got to get that cleaned up this week.
Absolutely. Arkansas State, by the way, on Buzz 2 106.7 this weekend, and Central Arkansas on The Point 94.1. Again, a 4 o'clock kick this week, 3 o'clock pregame, and no hogs if you're looking for some football. Roll up to Conway this weekend. UAPB, Coach, carrying the flag for the state of Arkansas last weekend, knocking off Alcorn State, and kudos to them. That was a good win.
Yeah, they're 2-2 now. They played that game at Simmons Bank Stadium in Memphis. It's good to see one of the state schools win in Memphis.
Up too soon.
At Simmons Bank Stadium. Huh?
Too soon.
Christian Peters, their quarterback, their senior quarterback, 323 yards, and they ran the ball as well. They won the turnover battle. That's a great formula. Won a close game against Alcorn, again, to even their record at 2-2, so congratulations to that group. And I think they play at Texas Southern.
They do.
Yeah, and so they're down. I think Texas Southern's 1-3, so this is a winnable game. So this is an opportunity for them to get to 3-2 on the season and have a couple SWAC wins. So congratulations to those guys. Keep it going.
30 seconds left here. UAM, my team of the week last week, knocked off an undefeated Arkansas Tech team. Henderson went down last week. We had some wild things. Had a really good game with OBU and Harding last week, Coach.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising, OBU at 1-3, but you got Harding kind of leading the pack there. You got 4 or 5 teams at 3-1, but bouquets the flowers to UAM with that upset against 3-0 Arkansas Tech. Of course, Lance Gassaway, one of our sponsors here, they're big alumni, and really happy for those guys. And my game of the week this week is East Central out of Oklahoma at Harding. So we'll see how that goes.
Coach, appreciate it. Thank you, Farm Brothers Flying Servers. Got to run.
Football is underway, and it's the perfect time to get your home's exterior looking fresh before the holidays. When I hire CertaPro painters, one of the things that impresses me the most is their cleanliness. Every day they leave your home and yard spotless. No stray brushes, no paint splatters, nothing for the kids or pets to trip over. That attention and care really sets them apart. That's why I've used them again and again. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. For your home, for your business, CertaPro is the answer to all your painting needs. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro soon. It's CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
It's hot outside in Arkansas, but you can cool off in style at Hubbard Power Sports, Can-Am, and Sea-Doo of Russellville. Whether you're racing across the waves or just soaking up the sun, we've got the latest and greatest Sea-Doo personal watercraft and Sea-Doo switch pontoons to turn up the fun and beat the heat. Come in today to check out our awesome deals, take advantage of rates as low as 0% on select models, and get the perfect ride for the rest of your summer adventures. Fast, friendly service, and a whole lot of splash. Come see us in Russellville or at HubbardPowersports.com.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on The Zone by Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville.
A lot of talk.
Why do you have to talk like that?
And a lot more attitude.
You have a problem? Turn off your station.
1037 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock.
But Robert Lackey Jr. had a court hearing on nonviolent charges, but a clerical error let him bond out of jail on Friday. But the mistake was not noticed until yesterday. Deputies were able to find him in Russellville, where he was taken back into custody. And Little Rock Police is hosting its National Night Out next week. The event is a way for first responders, city leaders, and the community to connect while having some fun. The free family activities will also feature food and prizes at 4 locations. Those locations are the Southwest and West Central Community Centers, MacArthur Park, and War Memorial Park. National Night Out is next Tuesday from 5 to 8 p.m. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burns Jr.
Are you still on the sidelines? Then it's time you suit up and get in the game. Download Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app, Bet Saracen, today.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
We're in store for more warm weather today. It may be a little cloudier, partly cloudy today at a high of 86 degrees. Tonight, it will become mostly clear and we'll drop off to 64 in Little Rock. It'll be a sunnier and warmer day, almost call it hot tomorrow, mostly sunny and a high of 88. With the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Listen up as Monte Harrison joins Drive Time Sports each week, courtesy of Absolute Roofing and Construction for your business or home, covering the state one roof at a time. Call Tiger Lee for your free estimate, 501-380-5543. That's 501-380-5543.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Freddie is a little beagle who serves his country by working as an agriculture detector dog at the airport in Washington. A traveler from Egypt had 100 pounds of illegal, undeclared food in his suitcases. Freddie walked around sniffing it, and the fellow decided to kick him. Thankfully, United States officials kicked him out of the country. Good. The way a person treats all of God's creatures, great and small, says quite a bit about them. May we all strive to be kind and gentle. Stop by and register your nearest Doublebees for your chance to win a brand new Bad Boy 550 four-wheel drive side-by-side, purchased from the Bad Boy Superstore in Searcy. This terrific Bad Boy vehicle will be given away on a special broadcast of Drive Time Sports, October the 8th. Need not be present to win.
We got the big deals at the Big Rock. Got the big deals at the Big Rock.
Hey Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot. Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Lot Benton.
David Basil for Luxury Pool and Spa. It's hot tub season, and Luxury Pool and Spa has Fantasy, Hot Spring, and Caldera hot tubs in stock on the showroom floor and ready for delivery. Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville also carry Serona Spa chemicals and frog systems, the same that I use in my hot tub. It's also that time of year for tailgating and watching the hogs outdoors. Luxury Pool and Spa carries Polywood Adirondack outdoor furniture for sitting around fire pits on those cool nights watching your favorite game. Check them out online, luxurypoolarkansas.com.
Lowe's knows you've got a job to do, and we help get it done. With the MyLowe's Pro Rewards program, eligible members save more with volume discounts on qualifying orders through a quote of $2,000 or more. Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer can't be combined with any other discount, contract, and/or special pricing. Exclusions, more terms, and restrictions apply. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time. The next time you're out to dinner with friends, you can order the shrimp cocktail for the table. And maybe you'll realize it only comes with 4 shrimp after you've already given away 3, but that one shrimp will be so good. And if you switch and save hundreds, you could get shrimp all the time. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For shrimp. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates not available in all states, but potential savings will vary.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Are you ready to go hunting? Then come see your legendary Honda powerhouse dealer, Honda of Russellville. Just in time for deer season and the chance to win a new 2025 Honda HR Forest Edition Foreman. Just stop by and register to win. Plus, the best selection of ATVs and side-by-sides in Arkansas with the best deals of the year. They will not be undersold. It's all at Arkansas's #1 Honda dealer, Honda of Russellville. Exit 81 in Russellville. Or see more online at hondaofrussellville.com.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
All right, before we dive in on the Red White Report, take some of your calls at 661-1037. I do want to mention the Buzz Golf Tournament, which is coming up. It's presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka. Excited about it. It's right around the corner. It's October 14th at Rebsman. Now, look, the weather going to be perfect. It's fall. Rebsman's the spot right on the river, man. Absolutely love playing golf down there in the fall time. You can register at 1037thebuzz.com. Again, I want to thank our friends at Tito's. May or may not have one or two. Bud Light may or may not have one or two. Twin Peaks is going to be down there. The girls will be driving around, serving up cocktails. Double B's, Corky's, and Sonic. And I defy you to find a better value for what you're getting. So we're going to have breakfast for the morning, guys. Corky's is going to serve up lunch for everybody. And you're going to have beverages on the course all day. I mean, it is such a bargain. I mean, you can barely play golf down there for what we're charging for this tournament without getting food and drinks. Although I will say this, too. Rebsman has been in fantastic shape the last couple of years. Greens are outstanding.
Yeah.
And their drinks are cheap. I was like, how much? Okay. Last time I was down, I was like, why don't you just give your beer away? It is such a bargain.
Okay.
So that's good.
Okay.
I mean,
the event does. You missed last year, right?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to play this year.
Who's we?
Me.
And?
You.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to play? You don't have to.
When we do the show, don't you always leave early and I finish the show so you can play?
That never happens, actually.
Yes, it does. You did it at Pleasant Valley.
Well, not for that. Not for our tournament.
Oh, okay.
No, never for our tournament.
Okay.
I think Coach Conque wants to play, so he's gonna play, and then we'll get a couple other guys.
I may play.
You may not.
Oh, now you don't want me to play.
I want you to. I'm just saying you may not, because I know how busy you are with your podcast too. So.
What day of the week?
It's the 14th. It's a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
I could maybe
Club
do
Monday.
that.
Yeah, you for sure could. You just probably won't.
You count me out already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you got a lot going on. It's fine. I'm not mad about it. Let me get these calls, and then we'll do the Red White Report. By the way, we don't have another thing going on this hour because we moved Jordan to the beginning of the show because he has a game. So if you have calls or you want to send some D3 Auto Sales text lines or some Guadney Chevrolet Life Aid feedback, or you want to hit us on Twitter, this is a good time. Question of the day is how many more games Arkansas win? Leading the way so far is 2. Not surprised. I think that's reasonable. If you win 3 or more, I think you got to seriously consider Petrino.
Did you invite me thinking I would say no, and then I said yes? Now you're like, you're probably too busy.
I would love for you to come. We have not done anything socially in a while.
It's been a minute.
I'd love for you to hang out.
Okay.
I'd like to kick time, hang time with you when we're not on the air.
9 holes or all 18?
18 holes, DJ.
Oh.
Well, if you're not going to play 18, then there's no point.
For you?
For you.
I may do it.
Okay. You don't have to do it for me.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry, Homer. Go ahead.
Yeah, Justin, I appreciate you leading me into my question. What do you think about if Arkansas can win out? What do you think about their chances of making the playoffs?
Who is this?
I mean, it's possible. It's not probable.
Is Homer his name, or is he like just a homer? Like
He's a homer.
Okay, makes sense now.
Mm-hmm. How many games do you think they're going to win, Homer? Don't say 7. Don't you do
I think
it.
they're lucky to win 2 or 3 more.
I think 2 or 3 more would be all right, considering all of what they've been through.
But what I don't, here, on a serious note, what I don't understand is looking into Petrino, I mean, we've scored 16 points in the last 3 halves? Is that right?
Let's see, 7 plus 7, 17 points in the last 3 halves.
17 points?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what the answer is, but I guess Petrino's the best option they've got right now.
In the last 3 second halves, you're saying? Not the last 3 halves. The last 3 halves would be second half, first half, and Notre Dame
Last
second
3
half.
second halves.
Last 3
what did we
second
score
halves.
in the second half at Notre Dame?
Nothing. Did
Nothing?
They score? I don't know. Did they score?
Dang, so maybe only 10 points?
Arkansas
I
scored.
think
They were shut out in the second half.
16 and they scored 3 the last half of Memphis and then 13 last week.
They didn't score anything in the second half. So you're right, 16 in the last 3 halves. That's a good point. And 7 in the second half of the Ole Miss game, right?
Yep.
So
3 in Memphis and 0 in. So in the second half in the last 3 games, we have scored 10 points.
10 total points. That's approximately 3.33 points per game. I am no good at math, and I can tell you that.
All right. So what are the realistic chances of like a John Gruden?
I don't know. I really don't. But he's available, so let's start there. Does he have a buyout? No. Is he available? Yes. Has he intimated he wants to coach in the SEC? Yes. Does he still consider Arkansas an SEC team as they hover around the bottom when it comes to funding? Maybe not. I don't know. But he does like Arkansas. He did enjoy his time at the Little Rock Touchdown Club. And I heard the morning guys today basically patting each other on the back for bringing by Petrino. His first public appearance in the state after all that went down was at the Touchdown Club. And they deserve some credit. I'll give them that. And it was his mea culpa moment. Guess who else had a mea culpa moment there? John Gruden. That was his first public appearance, really, after the whole thing went down with the email gate in the NFL. So it would be logical. Dan Mullen's high on my list. His buyout apparently is significant at UNLV. It's his first year there. But there's also a lot of talk about how he really wants the job. I think he'd do a hell of a lot worse than Dan Mullen. Just me.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. James, welcome.
Hey, how are y'all?
Great. How are you?
I'm making it. Hey, I wanted to go over. Now, I want to say this is my opinion. Y'all can say what you want. But I think I got 3 coaches that I think would come in and turn the program around.
Okay.
And first, and this isn't an order. This is just 3 coaches.
Okay.
One is going to be Kalani Sitake.
Okay.
If you probably know who that is.
Yes.
Second is Kenny Dillingham.
Okay.
And third is Fran Brown. And I'll listen to y'all can talk about that. Thank you.
Third one is who?
Fran Brown, he said. That name is not ringing a bell off the top of my head.
Fran or Fran?
Fran.
The other 2 do.
Yep. Sitake's, they're all good coaches. Fran Brown's at Syracuse.
Okay. He's done a good job.
Yeah, for sure. They're not going to win much more this year. His quarterback went down with a broken leg, but they got smoked last weekend. So, yeah. Look, there's a lot of good coaches. And, I meant to ask Coach Conque about because remember he was pushing for Willy Fritz when they hired Petrino, when he was at Tulane.
Mm-hmm.
He was at Tulane.
Yeah.
There are a lot of good. I don't know where he is now. I think he's at a bigger school maybe, or a different school. There are a lot of good coaches. But nothing.
Houston.
Thank you. Doing a good job.
Yeah.
There are a lot of good coaches. So we'll see. Steve.
Hey, Justin, it's Steve Rook with ASU Three Rivers.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, wanted to call and just kind of get the word out. We are having a junior college baseball showcase next Friday and Saturday at Dickey Stevens Park. There are 9 junior colleges in the state that play baseball, and they're all going to be on. We're having a 2-day showcase where everybody can go see them and get to know our junior college sports. And I believe that the Zone will be doing a remote for us on Friday morning.
Ooh.
So we're excited about it.
Well, we are too. I can't wait.
Good.
And I like seeing the future of baseball. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw the story, Steve. I don't know if you saw this one too. Major League Baseball had a heck of a season overall. Yeah. Playoffs begin today, but the interest level, I'm not going to say has never been higher, but it's certainly doing quite well as a league right now. This is according to Ben Verlander, who's an MLB analyst. Way up across every single platform. Fox plus 9%, FS1 plus 10%, ESPN 21%, TBS up almost 30%, and the MLB Network plus 13%. Attendance, third straight year of attendance growth for the first time since 2007. 71.4 million fans, eclipsing the 70 million mark for the third straight year. So, guess what? It's exciting times to be a baseball guy.
Absolutely, and we've got 9 really great junior college teams in the state. Gage Wood actually played for Rich Mountain before going to UALR, and he led NCAA in earned runs his first year at UALR. So people are going to get to see a good quality product, and all day, $5. Come and watch 5 games on Friday and 4 games on Saturday, and get to know junior college sports all around the state.
The stars of tomorrow, Steve. I like to call them stars of tomorrow.
Absolutely.
That's it. All right, buddy.
Exactly.
Well, we'll see you soon. I appreciate the call. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Thank you.
All right, stars of tomorrow in Fayetteville. Well, to be determined.
The Red White Report is brought to you by Ortho Now, your walk-in solution for orthopedic care at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health.
All right, Hunter Yurachek yesterday was asked a number of things, and he said a number of things. And one of the things he was asked about was, are you going to lead the search for the next head coach at the University of Arkansas?
I have not received any other indication to the contrary.
Nor have I. More on Hunter about potential coaches.
I think when we're able to put in front of prospective coaches what the financial package for our program will be moving forward, I think that will alleviate any of their concerns about that.
Okay, there you go. I think Arkansas is potentially positioned and could possibly be in the near future position to be much more competitive than they are now when it comes to the financial situation there. I would also like to float an idea out, if I may. By the way, those of you who want to criticize Hunter Yurachek, you're welcome to it. There are things to criticize. There are things that were said in a critical time when things are fragile that probably should have been worded differently. They were clarified at the Board of Trustees meeting, and for some people that wasn't enough. This last couple of days, yesterday, when he talked about the situation and how Sam Pittman probably didn't have what he needed to compete, that concerned a lot of people or upset a lot of people, and I get that. But basically, Sam Pittman and Hunter Yurachek have been saying that for some time now. We're waiting on the payday. It's coming next year. Revenue share, let's get a cheer, or whatever chant you want to use. That's what they've been waiting on. That's been the holdout. That's been the light at the end of the tunnel for this team.
The excuse.
Yeah, in the meantime, they get hit by a train while they're trying to get there. Let me float this out there. And it was alluded to yesterday. They need support from the university, okay? They need support from fans. They need support from boosters. They need support from big money people. I need more than Walmart slapping their logo on the field. I don't know if you're ever going to get the people at Walmart engaged. I've told you about all the issues there. We all know this. Guys from Colorado who happen to work at Walmart making $750,000 a year aren't going to give any dollars to Arkansas. They don't care. People from California who make $2 million and work for Walmart and live in Bentonville don't care about Arkansas, generally. Some people assimilate and they're like, you know what, it's in my community, I'm going to support it. I'll give them $50,000, $20,000, $10,000, whatever. Mm-hmm. But it hasn't happened to a significant degree so far. All it takes is one Walton kid being like, man, I'm going to support this team. I'm going to underwrite this team. It could happen.
There's only been one mainstream that's given a lot to the area, and that's Alice. I mean, she's just pouring money into it.
And J.B. Hunt's been a supporter. I don't know to what level. And we all know about Tyson, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was insinuated yesterday by Hunter, too, that there may be something along those lines that will help with football. You want to get that out of there?
Yeah, just
take it out.
Looking through. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just take it out there. That maybe, maybe we can match that kind of model where, and basically the insinuation is somebody's going to come in and write a $10 million a year check. That's the insinuation to me. But let me throw this out there. And then what's the old saying? It's like, you want to spend other people's money. Put your money where your mouth is, right? My mouth's right here on the radio. And you know where my money's going right now? To the University of Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because my kid's in school up there.
Yep.
Okay. So I did a little research this morning. I talked to some people who work in that world and understand these things, and I also did a little independent research on the internet. According to the information I found, 90% plus of Division I programs collect athletic fees of some sort. All right? Arkansas has always held fast to we're not collecting athletic fees from our students. And I say, why the hell not? I'm spending $30,000-ish. My ex-wife and I are spending to send Matthew to school, right? And that's before I get all his fraternity fees and all the other crap he needs.
Yeah.
So do you really think that I give a damn about $100 or $200 a year in an athletic fee?
No.
The answer is this. I do not. I do not, as someone who sends kids up there. Now, if you don't want to give money back to your alma mater after you graduate, you don't have to. Iowa State's called me and asked me for money. I'm like, I'll get back to you. Problem is, those dummies were calling me while I still had student loans that I was paying off.
Yeah.
If they hit me up now and they wanted $500 a year, I might give it to them.
Okay.
And we all want to get the big money from people, right? But, Hunter Yurachek's talked about how if every household gave $100 a year or a month for a year, if that's all it would be, it'd be, okay, that's fine. That's true probably. But not everybody has $100 laying around. But for me, when I'm spending $30,000 on my kid to go to school, guess what I would like for him to do? Have an athletic program that's pretty good.
Be fun.
It'd be way better.
Mm-hmm.
You think my kid likes going to go see Notre Dame in Arkansas and then he leaves at the half because of blows?
No.
No. So do the math. And I'm ballparking it, right?
Okay.
There's between 30 and 35,000 students at Arkansas.
Okay.
Okay. Let's just say 32.5 for argument's sake.
32.5.
32,500 kids. And let's just say, hey, guys, on top of the $30,000 you're already spending, I'm going to tack on a $200 athletic fee. Because there is a student enrichment opportunity there, right? Now, he had to stand in line to get a ticket to the game the other day, but he got a ticket to the game.
Yeah.
Okay? So you're eligible to get a ticket to the game if you want to go, if you pay the fee, right? And you have to pay the fee. It's just be included in tuition, all right? How much money does that generate?
32.5 times $200
a year. Yeah. Not a month, a year.
65,000.
No, it doesn't. It
Per
generates $6.5 million.
Okay. Yeah, I was
It
not
generates $6.5 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was doing it times 2.
Right. But think about it. I mean, and again, not all the money should come from the students, and these are kids. But again, I don't think that's a significant burden. It's like when they raised the rate on the stamps over the years by a penny. Nobody flips out. You know why? Because it doesn't mean anything to you. But guess what it does mean to the U.S. Postal Service, which is maybe got its own issues. You can ask the president about that. He's got his problems with them. Millions and millions of dollars. 1 penny per stamp.
Right.
It's a numbers game, and you need everything you can do. And if you've got schools that are bigger than you or have a larger stadium capacity and greater funds coming in that are charging athletic fees and you're not,
yeah,
it's time to turn the page, kids. What are we doing?
Just for my entertainment's sake, can you do the math on, you say $30,000 a year for one student to go to school there? Ballpark?
Ish. 25 to 30,000. I don't know exactly what we're
So how
spending,
much
but-
are they making off tuition if the number is 32.5?
What's that?
I'm just curious. 32.5, that's what we're saying enrolled, times 30,000 per kid. What is that a year that the university is generating off of tuition?
That's a lot of math. Let me see here. A lot.
Close to 10 million, right?
Way more.
32.
Oh, 32, 30? Okay.
32,500 times, we're going to say 30,000
per kid.
Yeah. $975 million.
Yeah. It's close to $1 billion. Yeah.
Wow. A lot of money, isn't it?
It is a lot of money.
Yeah. I'm assuming not every kid is a full load kid, so maybe not every kid's paying full tuition and all that.
Yeah.
And that's also room and board. So there's probably kids.
Yeah.
If you're living off campus, you're not writing that check every year for $30,000 or whatever because you're paying for your own housing.
Campus looks nice. It has to work somehow, right?
That's the other thing too. Everybody's like, "Oh, what about?" Well, I'm like, "Look, the foundation people have to raise money just to run the program because guess what? Every blade of grass that has to get cut, every concession stand that has to be filled by
new cool buildings.
There's human beings that have to do that. Buildings have to be built.
Yes.
And Arkansas is in a great spot because their facilities are top notch right now. But when in 10 or 15 years, when everything's outdated, and it's like, oh my God, we don't have enough suites. We got to completely rebuild a baseball park or a football stadium or a basketball arena, which we've been talking about Bud Walton for a while. Like it's outdated, right? And that was also part of the deal. It's like people are like, oh, Hunter changed my seats. I've had my seats for 50. I get it, and I understand why you're mad, and I understand why you're pointing at him, and I get it. He's the AD. It's fine. But at the same time, let's think about, do you want to be competitive? And they have to squeeze dollars. They just cut $2.5 million from their operating budget. Everybody was pissed off about Kevin Trainer. We all were. We hate that. I'm glad Kevin landed on his feet with the chancellor. He's doing a great thing. He's awesome. We all love Kevin. He's the kind of ambassador you want working up there in some capacity.
Yep.
They didn't make that cut because they willy-nilly didn't like him or they want to just, like, cut positions. They got to save money. I mean, Hunter doesn't go, I have a $100 million budget. Well, how'd you arrive at that? Well, that's what I want. Well, you don't get to decide that. And he can raise some money, guys, but he can't cover the athletic budget on his own. And there's other people who are working to raise funds for the athletic department, but he doesn't get to go, my budget's whatever I want it to be. Doesn't work like that.
Dang.
Everybody's mad about football, but I'm telling you, football was doing great, and baseball or track and field were sucking. No, we'd be flipping out like that.
That'll be perfectly fine.
I want baseball to be good too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Still be better.
and again, I'll make the point again I said yesterday. If John Tyson isn't underwriting this program that is underfunded, then you're getting $1 million for players, not $1 million a player. And you look completely different and you feel completely different about basketball. You think we'd be sitting around here going, it's almost basketball season if it wasn't for that? No. Anyway, I don't want to preach to you. If you hate Hunter Yurachek, cool. If you don't think he's got enough of a personal touch and he's not doing the things he should be doing, that's fine. Do you not like some of the things he said? I get it. I'm not even going to say that you're wrong. But I will also say I think overall he's pretty well respected and he does a pretty good job, and there's a lot more to being an AD than just going out and talking to some big money donors and getting them to contribute funds to the bottom line.
I did have a takeaway from yesterday's press conference where they said, you know, he said straight out, Sam Pittman didn't have what was needed to compete in the SEC. How long has he not had what he needed?
Since he showed up?
So we've just been going 5 years without doing anything?
Well, all it does is give me promise because you almost beat a top 5 team 2 weeks ago without having all the things you need to compete financially, right? And again, that goes back to what? What has he talked about at the Touchdown Club? What did Sam Pittman talk about at the Touchdown Club? Say it with me. Revenue sharing. That's all they're banking on.
I mean, they're also, too, he doesn't have what he needs to compete because when this NIL collectives and all that became a thing, that's when it really shifted for him, like I've been saying. And then what really helps people continue to donate is to put a competitive product on the field each and every week. So, I mean, it has to be on him, too. It's just like Hunter Yurachek just can't magically make people want to support a program that looks like they're not doing very well. I mean, there is, but, yeah, I mean, it's – I would say about 50-50, would you say, about giving him the resources?
Yeah.
But it's just where they come from.
But also, if that's the situation we're in and people are not willing to donate to Sam Pittman, however long that's been, why was he still the head coach coming into this season?
You bring up some really good questions, Christian.
Because we couldn't afford to pay him? Or couldn't afford to the buyout or whatever? That's a bigger problem in itself. If we can't afford the buyout, then...
Well, and it's been suggested, maybe somebody came in and said, if you make the move, I'll pay for it.
Okay.
Or maybe a couple guys said, hey,
and
if you do, we'll take care of it.
We've argued over this revenue sharing thing over and over and over. They can say that it's the big change and it's going to level the field or whatever. It's not. It's just not. I think it's an excuse.
You guys keep saying that, but based on what? Why do you not think it's better?
Because everyone is getting the same amount of money.
But they're not spending that money on their program now.
Okay. But the other teams are still spending more money. If they're getting the same amount of money, they're going to spend that same amount of money plus the money that they just got.
I'm not arguing that, but my thing is if Arkansas is spending $5 million on player salaries now and they're going to spend 15, you don't think it's going to make a better product on the field?
Not when everyone else also I guess the wording of leveling the playing field, I only see that happening if maybe we get something that no one else gets who is above us already. But if where we at in the SEC?
Bottom tier.
Well,
and then they give the top tier the same thing they're giving us. It doesn't.
Okay, here's what I'm going to argue. I'll make an argument. Okay, I might be wrong, admittedly. My $5 million team against your $25 million team is a lot more significant gap theoretically than my $15 million team against your $35 million team. And also, they're not going to pay every player $2 million. There's a going rate for every position, right? You're only going to pay your left tackle so much. You're not going to pay him the same as the quarterback.
Why hold on to the funds?
What?
I'm just saying.
No, you're only going to be able to spend what you have, is my point.
Yeah.
But they are going to fully fund the revenue share.
Yeah.
Right?
I just think the only thing that will drastically be different is how much each player is now getting paid. Now, the players, I mean, you might as well not save the money you have. You got to spend it, right?
Well, your left tackle rate, just because of revenue share, doesn't automatically go from $275 to $7,000 or $700,000 or whatever.
Why not?
I think it may.
I don't think it does.
I think
you can still get quality players.
I think
with that.
the premium rates for players will.
If you're tripling your pool, you're gonna get better players. You're only gonna go so far, guys. I mean, they're not gonna start creating AI humans because they can pay $2 million for every position, and you're not gonna get everybody you want.
I think in certain recruiting battles, revenue sharing could help because you're willing to go higher than what another team does. But I don't think
you're still gonna. It's all gonna come down to. It's still gonna come down to largely right evaluation and coaching.
Correct.
Same thing it always has.
Mm-hmm.
But you have no excuses when it comes to that because that's all they've been saying. They think it's going to put them on a playing field, and they know better than you do, and they know better than I do. Let's say it if it wasn't true. Let's believe it.
Because sometimes, have we said, we just have to say things because people are asking us the question. What are you going to say? What is Pittman going to say?
We don't have an answer.
Yeah, we got revenue sharing coming in, but I really don't see it shaky things up because the people who have more money than us now are still going to have more money than us then. We can pay players more, but we still can't compete if it comes down to a player picking us or them because of how much money they can offer.
Okay, you ripped them because they were too honest, and now you say they're lying about revenue sharing? They're just saying stuff that they don't believe just to try to assuage
I think you can talk
any
out of
fears?
both sides of your mouth.
I think, yeah, that's
I don't think it
possible.
benefits anybody. Why be brutally honest about one thing and then come back and BS you about revenue sharing?
I don't think a lot of the things they've done have benefited anybody.
What?
Saying we don't have what we need to compete, blah, 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 blah,
That's
blah.
too brutally honest for you, but you think they're lying about revenue sharing helping the program. Okay. Help me understand that.
So why
in the
do you
break.
think? Well, okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, why do you think we are not able to get the guys that we need and other schools are right now in the SEC?
I don't know if it's strictly related to that. Maybe it's a misevaluation, too.
Agreed. So what is revenue sharing going to change with that?
Well, you are going to have more money to misevaluate, I guess. At least you can pay your players that aren't as good more money.
More money, yeah.
You know this for a fact. You're being coy. You know for a fact Arkansas has straight up lost kids because there's a school offering them $20,000 more, and they're not able to pay it.
And
or don't
we're
want
saying
to.
now they can offer $80,000 more because they got more money to throw out.
But again, you're assuming that player's worth that much more to them. Maybe they're only worth what they're paying them, but Arkansas couldn't meet it. But now maybe they can. Again, I don't know. All I know is the guys that are responsible for making this work are the ones that are sold on the fact that revenue sharing is going to make all the difference for them. And you don't know how much they're spending, and I don't either. But if they say $15 million significantly more than what they're spending now, then I don't have a reason to argue with that. And maybe they'll just fail with more money. Sometimes just throw money at it doesn't make it better. If you're evaluating the guys poorly, that's not going to change.
True.
Anyway.
Yeah.
There's a lot of layers to this. Can we agree to that?
A lot of layers.
Okay.
Registration is open for the 2025 Fall Buzz Golf Tournament presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka coming up Tuesday, October 14th at Repsamen Golf Course. Register your team now at 1037thebuzz.com.
This is SportsCenter.
Arkansas Athletic Director Hunter Yurachek spoke to the media yesterday along with interim head coach Bobby Petrino after the firing of Sam Pittman on Sunday. A few weeks ago, Yurachek made a headline for saying Arkansas is not in position to win a national championship in football. When asked if they would be in a better position financially with a new head coach, this was his response.
I think when we're able to put in front of prospective coaches what the financial package for our program will be moving forward, I think that will alleviate any of their concerns about that.
Further news came out following the firing of defensive coordinator Travis Williams, co-defensive coordinator Marcus Woodson, and defensive line coach Deke Adams. Assistant D-line coach Chris Wilson will be the new defensive coordinator, while on the other side of the ball, running back coach Colby Smith will be elevated to the new offensive coordinator following Bobby Petrino's promotion to head coach. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Founded by the dynamic music duo Cliff and Susan Prowse, Big Red Dog Productions, your gateway to music excellence, offering music production, artist development, with a proven track record of award-winning events. From recording the songs you've written to learning how to book and play crowd-engaging shows, their Entertainers Academy can ignite your music career. Visit BigRedDogProductions.com. Your path to a full-time music career awaits.
Arkansas roundballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too, so that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solution is now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is Mexican chicken for $7.49 per pound, with roasted corn and black beans for $4.99 per pound.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to?
Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
The Grove Hunting Club in Jefferson County is first class, recognized nationally for some of the best guided waterfowl hunts in the South, and their deer herd keeps growing annually. New this year, you can deer hunt in Arkansas or at their new hunting ranch in Texas. The Grove's 13,000 square foot main lodge in Arkansas can accommodate 50 hunters with 30 private rooms, a locker room, and a pro shop, and several private cabins and a secondary lodge. Call 870-692-3221, thegrovehuntingclub.com.
You're back in the zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
All right, this is where you talk. I'll be quiet. Not you.
Oh.
Not you either.
Who?
I'm kidding. Listeners, 501-661-1037. I think, again, but sports may not solve everything, or money may not solve everything in sports, but it definitely helps. All right?
Yes.
I mean, look at baseball teams. How many low-budget Major League Baseball teams, Christian, are in the playoffs? How many teams that are below, the top, outside of the top 20 teams are in the playoffs? Not
Probably
very
none.
many.
Yeah.
Probably none. And listen, there are plenty of years I've supported my Cubbies, and they've had a top-notch salary pool, and they still stunk and missed the playoffs. They haven't made it in 5 years. So it doesn't change everything, but damn, does it help. There's no doubt about that. 501-661-1037. Let me hit some D3 Auto Sales text offerings. DJ, in the meantime,
yeah,
if you want to tell everybody about it. You know what I'm doing tonight?
What are you doing?
Going home making burgers. I put my meat into the fridge, out of the freezer today. It's a burger night.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
sit on the
Thawing
deck.
out. Get that good old Standing Firm Farms.
You know this.
High-quality Angus beef. Can't beat it. We had, once again, a great time out there in Conway. Can't talk enough about the Gilmore family. Fourth-generation farmers out there. That's all they know. That's all they do is having a conversation about he needed to get how do you say this? He had a heifer?
Yeah.
That was giving birth.
She was?
She was kind of turned around.
Uh-huh.
They had to get in there, make sure we get them on out.
Okay.
They doing it the right way.
We had a breech baby?
I don't know. I was locked in it. And they said, when do you take a break? And he laughed. This is all I do. You got people who know exactly what they're doing out there, and they take care of their cows out there. Grass-fed, none of that junk, none of injections, anything like that. High-quality Angus beef is what you got over there at Standing Firm Farm. So if you're interested in getting a package, my mom said she wants to go in with me, split a quarter. She wants to split a quarter, throw it in a deep freeze, call it a day. You can do this not for a quarter, a half, even a whole side of beef. Find some people. Hey, let's split this thing. Justin and I were looking at deep freezers right now. We're going to set it in the freezer.
They're cheap.
Be good for the whole year.
Yeah.
You looked into it?
Yeah, you can get a decent one for $100.
Oh, my gosh. What are we doing?
I mean, way less than what it would cost
I got
to
one
cover
for
this.
like $150 a couple months back.
Yeah, for under this athletic fee that we're trying to charge at Arkansas.
Doing it this week, all right? So once again, check out their full inventory. You can even start with the sampler box. That's probably where you need to go. The grill sampler. Anything over $400, free delivery. Under $20. StandingFirmFarms.com.
And for the quality of the meat, the $20 delivery charge is nothing. I will tell you this. I'll split a quarter with you.
You want to split a quarter?
If I get all the ribeyes. This guy says, hey, you want to get back on track, go buy out Kiffin at Ole Miss. You know what? That would be an easy fix. Students already pay a $175 fee for the ability to claim tickets for games.
Dang.
But it's not mandatory. They pay the fee if they want to be able to go to sporting events. I think you just, charge an athletic fee across the deal. I can't say that, but this guy says you can't beat Standing Firm Farms. I'm not going to say it the way he said it. With the portal open for 30 days for kids to leave, do we have a chance to recruit players during this time? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. Is it a one-way door?
Is there anyone to recruit?
That's a good point. Everybody's in school, right? That's a great point. That's a better point.
Oklahoma State players?
I guess.
Do you want them?
There's probably a couple guys over there that could help.
Maybe a few.
I agree with DJ about the revenue sharing not changing things rather than thinking about it from strictly dollars, think about that as a percentage of their budget. When a player was offered $20,000 more to leave, maybe that was 5% from their team's budget. Now with a higher budget, they can offer 5%. It would be $40,000. Yeah, that's what their point is. I just think it gives you a better chance. Justin, why has Hunter sat on his arse for 2 years and not tried to sell naming rights? I don't think about what you just wrote to me and then come back to me. Do you actually think he just sat around and said, gee, somebody will show up and knock on my door and go, I'm going to write you a check? I'm guessing that they have made efforts. Now, nobody's directly asked him, what have you done to get the naming rights done? Because I heard Baz talking about this morning, and he's upset about it, and I get it, because every dollar counts.
Would be nice, yeah.
He literally sat in front of us and said, this is Hunter, I said, does every dollar count? Is that safe to say? He said yes. And David's point is, why do you have Learfield selling your naming rights to your stadium when you have to give them a third of that money? If you sell it directly, it's your cash, all of it. And if it's $4 or $5 million a year, it's a lot of money. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm guessing he has tried in some ways. And then you can make the argument, well, if he hasn't been able to do it, maybe we can find an AD who can.
Do you think some people's offered to do it, but they just won't put that name on the building?
What do you mean?
I mean, depends on what the company is, right? Or who wants to name the building.
What's a company?
Like who would you not go with if you're a Razorback fan? Like,
I don't care if the Spearmint Rhino wants to sponsor the stadium for the right amount of money. I'd take it right now. What are you bothered by?
Is it a racist company?
I mean, can it be Bud Light? Can it be Bud Light Stadium?
I
don't know what the rules are.
Yeah, I don't know. Could it be Bud Light Stadium?
I don't know why not.
Sure,
there's probably not. The collegiate rules there may be something like it probably can't be like Oaklawn or Saracen Stadium.
Right.
I don't know what the rules are with GAM, but they could take sponsorship, so maybe they could. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know the rules, but they do, and they're the ones trying to sell the naming rights. The problem is they don't understand revenue sharing. It's just the base, but teams are spending more than the $20 million share and not following the rules. Well, Jason, and you're right. I agree with that. But there's a rule in place when it was designed, but there was also a challenge, apparently, from a legal challenge about limiting the amount of money that can be paid. Because that was supposed to work as a salary cap. There's a lawsuit apparently pending, fighting back against the salary cap portion of it. But they're also supposed to have a group that oversees NIL deals in the future that, again, has to be fair market value. You cannot pay DJ $100 or $10,000 or $100,000 to come over and do a book signing or whatever. I don't know what fair market value is on things like that, but I'm just saying. DJ, I love you. Do you have anything positive to say about the program?
What did I say bad?
I don't think I think you're fine. DJ's critical, but I don't think you're certainly not hating on your favorite program.
I do reflect often to make sure I'm not just going down this negative Nancy road. But then I was thinking, lost a game on the road, should have won against a ranked team.
Yep.
Get embarrassed on the road to a team you should have beat by 3 touchdowns.
You didn't
Memphis.
get embarrassed. You lost narrowly to a team on the road.
No,
you should have beaten.
Being
it's
up
embarrassing
18,
to lose to them.
being up 18 in a game that you pay to win.
You got You're not paying to win that game. What are you talking about?
We don't pay. We didn't.
No.
That's not a game you buy to win.
No, you're playing over there because they're coming to you twice for free. You got embarrassed against Notre Dame. You haven't embarrassed in any games.
I still would say the Memphis loss is an embarrassment to your program.
It's unacceptable. I don't know if it's embarrassing.
Close.
If they lost by 3 touchdowns, it'd be embarrassing.
It felt embarrassing at the end of that game when we fumbled at the 1-yard line and then gave up a 3rd and 7. Well, the whole team was getting dragged. That felt kind of embarrassing.
I get that part.
Yeah.
We're splitting hairs.
Then you get demolished by Notre Dame, and then your head coach gets fired. And then you pretty much fire all your defensive players. So I'm sitting here thinking, should I feel bad for not really having anything positive to talk about?
There's not much too positive.
Yeah, I think when you speak honestly on what is going on, it's not going to sound very nice.
3 weeks into the season, we said, what's this team's identity? And we said, high-powered offense. And that has fizzled, too.
Yes.
So you're right.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Matt Campbell for next head coach? I think it's a terrible idea. Ames is equivalent to Jonesboro in terms of population and what it offers athletes. No.
What?
How well could he do? As far as the town goes, maybe. You're probably right, as far as the actual towns. But what they offer athletes at Iowa State is a lot more money than they do at Arkansas State. He says, I remember he was the OC at Toledo when they beat the Hogs. He was the head coach at Toledo when they beat the Hogs. So by that rationale, you should go out and hire Ryan Silverfield tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? If you can't beat him, hire him. BJ's in Benton. What's up, BJ?
Hey, good morning, guys. How's it going?
We're having so much fun chopping it up over here. But if we weren't arguing about this, we'd be arguing about should Sam Pittman be fired. Thankfully, that's already taken care of itself.
I got you. I want to drop a few names. Is Dabo Swinney going to be available?
I think he might be.
Might.
You know, he's kind of like Cal. Like, he's done a good job, but he's probably worn out his welcome because after a while, like, everybody gets – a portion of the fan base hates you every year. But I also say he's not done great in the NIL era. He doesn't embrace it.
I'm out on Dabo.
But he's a good coach. Anyway.
I just, that name recognition might be worth something. So, okay, here we go. How about a couple of defensive coordinators, co-defensive coordinators, one David Basil and one DJ Williams?
I wouldn't know.
You want me to hire 2 guys who have never coached college football to be the new defensive coordinators?
I do. I think Basil, has the mentality of and toughness.
Oh, he's a psychopath. I'll give you that, BJ.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we need.
I can go down to the Pulaski County Jail and get a couple of lunatics to go over there and get them fired up, show them how it's done. But I don't know.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, David and DJ both are they know football inside and out.
Sure.
So, it's just kind of a thought, interim maybe, just see how it goes.
All right.
Couldn't do any
Jeff
worse.
Saturday.
Couldn't do any worse.
Thanks, BJ. What does everybody hate on Jeff Saturday for? Thank you. Other than he was unqualified to be the full-time head coach, maybe. He didn't do a bad job. They won some games when he was coaching.
I'm going to have to look back at that record. I think they did win a couple, though.
It is much less stressful and easier to go back and watch film and then point out areas where people made mistakes and what they should do.
Are you telling me that Monday morning quarterbacking is easier than quarterbacking?
100%. Yes,
fair.
it is. Even if we do understand the game and we know all that, but no, especially defensively. Yeah, no, not me.
I need you to stay here.
Put me, I'll stay
I like
right
you
here.
here.
Yeah, I'll stay
so
right
thanks
here.
a lot, but no thanks.
Jeff Saturday went 1-7.
Well, he won a game.
Come on, Jeff.
Well, when Petrino goes 1-6, you can stick it in your pipe and smoke it. Today's the last day. Today is the last day of this month. And I think for you Razorback fans, you're like, thank God. Can we get October over with, too? Hang in there, folks. It's going to get better. I don't know when. Someday. Do you think Arkansas will ever make the playoff in your lifetime? Yes or no?
Yeah, at some point.
Okay, I love the way you just threw it out there like, nah, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind.
I'm just thinking of all the teams that have made it, like Indiana, who's never been good ever.
That's
they
fair.
made it.
Yeah.
It's like, we can make it at some point.
If Shmoo can make it, surely, right?
If it was a thing back in the day, a few teams of Arkansas would have made the playoff.
You're right.
Yeah.
The team that just missed out the year with, what was the year where you guys?
UCF?
Was it the Cotton Bowl year or was it the Sugar Bowl year?
Sugar Bowl year would have made
two-loss
it.
team?
And the next year would have made it. 2-loss team. And the very next year would have made it. 1-loss team. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Even SEC championship team.
Yeah.
What was that? With Darren and all them?
Sterner's
team.
The 98 team might have been in there.
There's a few that would have made the playoffs.
But they lost. They ended up losing 3 games, right? They lost Tennessee, Mississippi State. Did they lose one more? I think they only lost 2 in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they would have been in the playoff.
2 losses in SEC will do it.
Cool.
But do you put 3? Yeah, 3 SEC teams would have made it that year? Alabama, Auburn, and
what year are we talking about?
And us, 2010, Arkansas.
I don't remember who all did what that year. All I know is there was a year where there was an undefeated SEC team that didn't make the playoff or the championship game.
Auburn?
In the BCS era, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. Okay, we're going to hit a break. I need a break. Last day of the month at Guadney Chevrolet. Take advantage while you can, and I mean for like the rest of the day, because I do know things are changing tomorrow. If you want more for your truck, or more truck for your money, rather, save up to 13 G's, that's $13,000 to you and me, on Silverados. Get a 2026 Trax or Trailblazer starting at just $249 a month. Smaller SUV, really good value, excellent gas mileage, plenty of room, especially for somebody who's a younger person or someone who doesn't drive with other people very often. You got all the room. I drove a Trax for weeks. I dig it. I'm in the Equinox, which is kind of the next size up now. But about the Blazers and the Traverses and the bigger ones, the Tahoes. I mean, they've got all sorts of different sizes when it comes to SUVs. That's where it's at right now. But I'll tell you this, they're going to take care of you on the price. They're going to take care of you on your trade. They're still paying over Blue Book value, up to 20% over Blue Book, even if you don't buy from them and you're just trying to trade a car in or sell one. Go see our friends at Guadney Chevrolet in Jacksonville. They're online at GuadneyChevrolet.com. Last day of the month.
Hey, this is Mitch at Red River Ram Dodge Chrysler Jeep. I saw an ad the other day, and I thought, no wonder people don't trust car dealers. I looked up the discount they were offering that was $20,000 off, only to find out they put a $12,000 to $15,000 lift kit on this truck, marked it up $38,000, and then said they're taking $20,000 off. Make that make sense in somebody's head. Folks, come check us out. RedRiverRam.com. See why we're Arkansas's #1 Ram dealer, or make that beautiful drive right here to Heber Springs.
Mickey Hennard for Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy. We've been selling and servicing Kubota equipment since 1991. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, we pride ourselves in an honest sales experience and unmatched service after the sale. We carry Kubota tractors, mowers, construction, and hay equipment. If you'll allow us to be your Kubota dealer of choice, we promise not to let you down. Come see us on Main Foothills Equipment. We're your hometown Kubota dealer, no matter where you live.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Big savings are rolling now at Gwatney Chevrolet. Take advantage of the $7,500 EV tax credit before September 30th. Drive a 2026 Trax or Trailblazer for just $249 a month. Or save up to $13,000 on new Silverados. Plus, we're paying up to 20% over Kelley Blue Book for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And right now, you can get it all with no payments until 2026. Stop by Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville today. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. With approved credit restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and chocolate, peanut butter and apples. Oh, you get the point. Peanut butter goes good with everything. But you know what else goes good together as well? Justin Acri and DJ Williams in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio. Now, let's get back into the show.
All right, we're going to get Eli Crainer on. It's the Six Bridges Book Festival coming up here in the very near future, like this weekend, starting off.
Six Bridges.
Six Bridges, baby. Let me get a couple calls in here if we can. Quickly, before we do that, Dwayne, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Great. I'm just calling just to say I think we're moving the program in a good situation for the future and hopefully the present. Because Petrino, he knows what he's doing, but I just wish that we'll be able to get the pedigree of players, SEC players, that's strong and fast enough, but most importantly, with a high IQ of football. I was at the Memphis game, and it was just crushed me because we had it, and it just seemed like the defense doesn't have a high IQ. The players are shifting on the offense, and cornerbacks and people knowing what they're supposed to be. It was just like they were out there just waiting for somebody to do something, and all of a sudden getting in coverage or making some tackles. So I just wish we could get better pedigree of players, strong, fast, but definitely with a high IQ.
Okay. I appreciate the call. Thank you, Dwayne. I think a lot of people probably agree with that. I can already tell you what's going to happen. About, let's see, what's today? September 30th, 2026. I'm going to say, hey, what's the problem? I thought revenue sharing was going to fix everything. Can't wait to say it. Let's go to the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline and talk to Eli Crainer. It's a big week for those of you who write stuff and read stuff, and Eli's going to be right in the thick of it. What do you say, boss?
What's up, guys? Yeah, man, headed to Little Rock on Saturday for the Six Bridges Book Festival.
And tell people who are not familiar what exactly happens and what are the highlights for those who want to turn out and find out more.
Totally, man. Well, it's been kind of kicking off. They've got stuff going on all week, and for me personally, a big highlight will be Thursday night. Thursday night, Wright Thompson, ESPN staff writer who wrote The Barn, he wrote Pappy Land, the whole history of Pappy's bourbon and how it became such a hot commodity. Wright will be pretty much most of these things are taking place around the River Market. You can just Google Six Bridges Book Festival, so I don't want to lie to you on exactly the time and the place, but I know his talks on Thursday night. Another favorite of mine is Louis Sakar. So Louis wrote Holes. You remember the movie
100%.
Holes?
Oh,
with,
my gosh.
Shia
Stanley
LaBeouf?
Yelnats, Zero.
Yes.
Madame Zeroni.
You know what I'm talking about, DJ. Well, he also wrote one of my other favorites, which is Sideways Stories from Wayside School. Do y'all remember this one?
No. Haven't heard that one, I don't think.
No. Okay, well, I struck out on that. But Louis is going to be there, too, on Thursday. He's in conversation with Arkansas's own New York Times bestseller, Ayanna Gray, a Little Rock girl, through and through. She'll be leading his discussion. So that's all going down Thursday. I will be rolling in for Saturday to have a talk with Seth Wickersham of ESPN sports writer, whose new book is American Kings, the biography of the quarterback.
The gentleman who joined us last Thursday on the show, for those of you who remember.
Yeah, and I finished it. It's a big book now. I mean, he goes from everybody from Y.A. Tittle all the way up to Arch Manning, and I mean, really gets into their stories. I think for me, where it hit the hardest was like once they were done. You know, like what all these guys did, the struggles they faced, like once the game was over. So just a deep psychological dive into the position, the men who've played the position, how we've kind of mystified it. And anyway, yeah, Jay Jennings is the one who's leading our discussion. You know, Jay wrote for Sports Illustrated, got a great book called Carry the Rock about Little Rock Central. Jay's a dear friend. So that's all happening on Saturday at 2:30. Perfectly timed up with a bye week for the Hogs.
I love it.
You want to come talk some sports book.
Yeah, you want to take your attention off of the Razorback troubles. Go to cows.org if you want to find out more information about the festival. It is underway. It goes all the way through October 5th, and there are plenty of different things, different presenters, and all sorts of different areas of interest. So I'm looking through some of the writers who are coming in to speak, and I mean, it is pretty wide swath here, Eli. Great event. And, and the main library opens up this week, which is awesome.
Yeah, big opening for that. And let me throw out, too, I've got a dear friend, really a guy I owe my whole writing career to. His name's William Boyle. Bill's originally from Brooklyn, went and got his MFA at Ole Miss and now lives in Oxford and writes crime novels. These really gritty Brooklyn-based crime novels. He's coming in on Thursday. We're going to do a talk at Arkansas Tech. So if you're around the River Valley area, 6 o'clock, Arkansas Tech. But then he's coming in, and we're going to do his talk at Six Bridges at 11:30 on Saturday as well. So, yeah, William Boyle was the guy who pointed me in the direction of my publisher, the whole doors that got me into the writing business. So I owe him a ton.
Lovely. Thank you. Appreciate it, Eli. Enjoy your
Always.
weekend.
Thanks, guys.
All right, buddy. Derek and Larry, hang on. We'll get you out of the break. Susan Erwin Prowse is up in the final hour thanks to Willy D's Dueling Pianos. Come and get your
Willy on.
Correct, DJ. Excellent work. You know the song.
The GM Giant, Crain Buick GMC in Conway is your #1 source for high-quality Buicks and GMCs. Shop Sierras, Yukons, Enclaves, and more. Nobody beats the GM Giant's huge Crain cash discounts and low price guarantee. Buy with 0 down and get the Crain commitment. If your car doesn't say Crain on it, then you paid too much. Shop the GM Giant, Crain Buick GMC on Amity Road in Conway, or visit CrainTeamConway.com today. GMC, we are professional grade.
Come join the club. Hurricane Golf and Country Club wants you to become a new member. From now until March, you pay only $99 a month at Hurricane Golf and Country Club when you sign a year membership that will begin March 1st with no initiation fees. Platinum membership include unlimited carts and range. This is a limited time offer with a limited number of memberships, so sign up today. Some restrictions apply. For more information, call 501-847-2609 or visit the website at hurricanegolfcc.com.
Centennial Bank presents Dan Hampton each week on Morning Mayhem. Centennial Bank. Strength is no accident. You work hard for your money. Keep it secure at Centennial Bank. Member FDIC.
This is Chuck Barrett inviting you to listen to me call the Hogs on 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock. plus a 56-13 blowout by Notre Dame. Head coach Sam Pittman was let go on Sunday, and then defensive coordinator Travis Williams and 2 other defensive coaches were cut yesterday. In his first press conference as interim head coach, Bobby Petrino says that the defensive side of the ball has to get back to the basics in practice, like proper tackling and hustling to the football. Fans, along with athletic director Hunter Yurachek, said they're looking to just see more effort the rest of the season. The Hogs are on a bye week this week, which Yurachek says was one of the key factors in his decision to fire Sam Pittman. They'll take on Tennessee on October 11th. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KRK's Gary Burton Jr.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Juliana Cullen.
Today we'll have a mix of sun and clouds, so still plenty of sunshine, but some thin high clouds out there as temperatures warm up into the mid to upper 80s later on this afternoon. Clear skies tonight, more warm weather in store for the rest of this week. This is meteorologist Juliana Cullen with the Arkansas Storm Team with your forecast for the Buzz Radio Network.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
Get ready, hunters. It's the massive hunting sale at Hunter's Refuge in Whitehall. Wednesday through Saturday only. Score huge savings on rifles for the new alternative firearm season, plus big deals on firearms and optics. The savings continue at Hunter's Refuge with deep discounts on hunting apparel, blinds, and essential accessories. Score big on top brands like Drake, Bandit, Lacrosse, Vortex, Smith & Wesson, Savage, and more. Save up to 50% off on casual clothing and footwear. At Hunter's Refuge, it's not just a sport, but a way of life.
Oaklawn is here for when you want real action, and the wait is over. Live racing is back. Every weekend brings big moments, big crowds, and your chance to feel the thrill of a big win. The holiday racing season begins Friday, December 12th, and runs through January 4th. Then the excitement returns with the classic racing season, January 30th through May 2nd. It's racing, it's winning, it's everything you've been waiting for. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from Fletcher Dodge right here in Sherwood. I want to announce that we're going to have a big contest in September between the Fletcher Dodge store and our Fletcher Honda store in Bentonville. This is a big challenge for us. The Honda store is the #1 volume store in all of Arkansas. To win this contest, Fletcher Dodge has to sell more vehicles than ever before. So here's what we're going to do. It's simple. We will not be undersold. We're putting my best price right on the windshield. Everyone gets my best price. There's no gimmicks. No, you have to trade in here or you have to finance for here. You don't have to do any of that. You just get the best price. We're going to set sales records at Fletcher Dodge and at Fletcher Honda. So come see us in person in Sherwood. Ask for Chris, the general manager, or my grandson, Sam Fletcher. See why Taylor Green buys his trucks at Fletcher Dodge. Shop in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop us at FletcherDeals.com.
Jim's Razorback Pizza is the place to visit when craving some delicious, authentic pizza. They're known for amazing thin crust pies and the best Detroit-style deep dish pizza in town. You can also order freshly baked pasta or wings, along with specialty baked sandwiches, fries, and signature salads. If you're looking for a great place to watch the game and the most accommodating service around, they'll save you a seat at Jim's Razorback Pizza in Little Rock and Morgan Maumelle.
Growing up, fall was my favorite time of year. On Saturdays, I'd watch college football all day with my friends, and on Sunday, we all played travel baseball, which was a lot of fun, but as the weather got cooler, it took a bit longer to warm up, and if you're coaching or just watching your kids play, I'm sure that nagging pain returns with that cool air. Everybody, Josh Neighbors here for QC Kinetics. It's time to stand up and fight that pain, and the folks at QC Kinetics are here to help. You can get a free consultation. Exercise your freedom to look beyond the options. This is not surgery. This is not pills. It's a simple injection that uses cellular level treatments from your own body. No hospital stay, fast and natural with no downtime. So call them today and get that free consultation scheduled. And that free consultation could be the spark that leads you to achieving that pain-free lifestyle year-round that you've been looking for. Call 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880.
Check out the new clothing at Bell & Sword in Conway. A new cricket polo with Razorback logo, button-downs, vests, sweaters, slacks with UCA or Arkansas gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. Great staff, fantastic service. Bell & Sword, the only Central Arkansas men's store with a tailor on staff to fit you. So go now to Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Aero Truck Sales has been in business in North America for 75 years. They are dedicated to helping truck drivers, owner-operators, and fleet managers find the high-quality, used semi-trucks that they need to grow their business. Their on-site financing team provides flexible financing options and comprehensive warranty and protection plans. Plus, their attached shop provides convenient and efficient reconditioning. Visit Aero Truck Sales at 12101 Eanes Road, North Little Rock, or view their inventory at arrowtruck.com.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. Feels so unlike everybody else, alone in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Top's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond.
Keys to the Weekend with Susan Erwin Prowse is brought to you by Willy D's. Established in 2003, Willy D's has grown into the premier nightlife venue in the Little Rock River Market. Willy D's. Come and get your Willy on.
Hi, Susan.
Hey.
Welcome to the Crap Show.
Well, is it a crazy Tuesday?
It's Crazy Tuesday.
Crazy Tuesday.
It's terrific Tuesday, too, though. Listen, a lot of this stuff's going to sort itself out one way or the other. And the good news for us is, to DJ's point earlier, we either get to celebrate or criticize.
Yeah.
Easy for us. We don't actually have to do anything.
Just let it fall as it will. Yeah. I call it Tipsy Tuesday in the club.
Tipsy Tuesday in the club.
In the club.
That comes 2 days after Sunday Fun Day?
Yeah.
What's
and then Wednesday, Wacky Wednesday.
What's Monday? You guys open Monday?
We're not open on Monday, but yeah, and typically I don't play shows on Monday. I've never had to come up with a Monday one. Maybe we can come up with one.
You're like hairstylists. They don't typically work on Monday either. I mean, I do. It's funny because our friends at the Washita Bar and Grill down in Hot Springs have sort of embraced Mondays like their thing. Because let's be real.
Oh, I love that, by the way.
Yeah, because if you've had a really good weekend, fine, and then you go to work on Monday and it's like, oh my God, what could possibly go wrong that hasn't today by the time you get to 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Sometimes you just got to have a place to go let loose on a Monday. I get it. Or maybe you worked all weekend. And you just need a place to blow off some steam on a Monday.
Like you're in the industry, so that Monday is your Saturday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that they embraced the Monday party. Back when I was in TV, I mean, DJ, you know this. Maybe you never had to deal with this because you were a star when you walked in the door.
But
for those of us who had to grind our way through, like I used to have Monday and Tuesday off. It sucked. You know when my friends were off? Not Monday and Tuesday.
Not Monday, Tuesday.
My off day was Tuesday.
Yeah.
During football season.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's right. During football season. So, boy, it's nice to have a Monday night place to go out and have a good time, right? Because you're like, Tuesday I can sleep in.
Loved it. Monday night was my night.
And now you just work 22 hours a day.
I know.
I think you're working more than you were when you were in TV.
There's no doubt.
He dropped a job, yet he works more hours now.
I saw a picture of Ebony and I on field at the Dallas game, or Texas A&M, Arkansas, and it was while I was working. And then I just looked so relaxed. Happy. I was just like, oh no, what did I do?
Well, it's 100% on you now.
Yeah, I work so much more now.
There's no camera person, there's no director, there's no producer,
nothing.
There's no news director, there's no executive producer.
No
it's all
team, no nothing.
There is one. It's you. You're all those people. No. So, yeah, DJ's working harder than he ever has before.
But it's rewarding.
There's a certain satisfaction that comes with it.
When you're building it yourself, it's
I'll
really
be tired.
And a certain level of misery. Well, you've got to build your own brand. You know what it is?
Yeah. I mean, you're slugging away, and then eventually some really cool things happen, and then you're like, okay, things are working.
I just rode the KTV wagon until I got on the Signal Media wagon. It takes guts to go do your own thing. I don't have those. Derek, what's up?
Yes, how you doing?
Good, sir. What's going on?
I just want to say that, the defense has its problems, but the offense has its problems also. I mean, the defense made the stops to put the offense in position to win the Memphis and the Ole Miss game. The offense turned the ball over in a game-winning situation. So, I mean, we just can't put it all on the defense. I mean, the offense has this problem too. We only scored 13 points against Notre Dame.
That's true.
It's three components to football. You got your special teams, defense, and offense.
Right.
If each one of them complement the other, so everybody needs to stop putting it just on the defense. The most money that's being spent on the program is being spent on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, you just spoke for every program in America.
We know defense wins championships. So if we want to blame somebody, blame the people that's putting the money out there for the different positions on the football team. I mean, I coached for Arkansas Wings, and our emphasis was defense. Our emphasis was defense. You win championships playing defense. You don't win championships on offense alone. You just don't do that. So everybody needs to stop bashing the defense. They need to start supporting the program if they're going to support the program. And if, I mean, it's just natural. If you're not going to spend the money on the defense, then everybody needs to kind of like shut up. I mean, that's just BS. If you know anything about coaching, defense wins championship. But if you're not going to spend the money to shore up your defense, then you're going to have problems. You're going to have to outscore people. Ole Miss did what they were supposed to do. Their offense outscored Arkansas's offense. But Arkansas, at the end of the day, had a chance of winning the Ole Miss game and had a chance of winning the Memphis game.
Right.
Now, the Notre Dame game, I'm the first to admit the defense looked out of place. But at the same time, if you've been beat up all the last 2 weeks about defense, and your athletic director is not showing any confidence in you, I mean, what do you expect? I knew it was going to be a problem going into that game.
I expect to see a little better effort than I saw in the game against Notre Dame, Derek. Let's not get it twisted.
I'm with you there. But at the same time, I mean, we need to call an egg an egg.
Buddy, we have been calling out the offense. This is the wrong show to be criticizing for that. If you're calling to criticize us, we've been on the offense, and I said this 2 weeks ago. I said the offense is failing miserably, and they have fallen short because the defense is doing exactly what I thought they would do, and the offense is not living up to its end of the bargain. Your job is to go score 30 points a game, and if you're not doing it, you're not going to have much of a shot to win.
I think Derek's talking about everyone else.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm talking about everyone else, and DJ played on 1 hour wings team.
Okay,
so it's just I'm just get frustrated just listening to everybody else. I'm not criticizing y'all, but I am saying something to the rest of the people that think it's one side of the ball. No, it's all sides of the ball.
You are right, and I will tell you this: we've been calling. Derek, I want to say this: 2 things. First of all, we've been calling the third phase of football with this program for a while now. Teams. You got offense, you got defense, and you got teams, because there hasn't been a lot special about what's going on over there in that third phase. Secondly, let me ask you this, Derek: how many games have you won 12-8?
You talking about as far as football or basketball?
Talking about basketball.
It depends on what league.
I'm just guessing the Wings were scoring some points too, so offense is kind of important.
Yeah.
Offense is important.
Okay.
Offense is important, but defense, you win championship.
I'll give you
being
that.
able to stop somebody.
You got it.
defensively.
I appreciate the
All
call.
right.
Thank
Okay.
you. I'm with it. Listen, y'all be listen to Derek.
Yeah, listen to Derek.
All you other shows and all you other, and I think generally, and he's right, and I get it. He's correct. I do think generally, and you guys disagree with me if you want to. I think generally the consensus has been the offense bears a lot of the fault in this too, right?
Yeah.
I think outside of our 3 hours,
you got to score.
Yes.
In the second half.
And yes.
Particularly.
Right.
And his point of, like, defense wins championships and you got to invest in the defense. A great defense allows, I guess, an offense to go through a slump. That's what takes the teams to the next level. Like, you can't expect your offense to go out there and be lights out every single time, but a great defense, especially a front four and a couple backers here or there, they will allow for a lot of wiggle room for things to go wrong on the other side of the ball.
Also, I would have killed the offensive side of the ball in Memphis a little bit more if the defense had done what they would do 9 times out of 10, which is get a stop on third down, get the ball back, and give the offense a minute to put some points on the board when all he needs is a field goal to win it. And if they'd have done that and the offense would have fumbled it, turned it over, not gotten the first down, not scored any points, I would have been a little more on them. But that's a play you got to make.
Yeah.
One thing, and I'm not calling for anybody's job, but were you a little surprised that Scott Fountain is still on staff?
I don't know. Absolutely. I don't know. I don't have any real strong opinion about it. I can't believe that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I really don't have any feelings about it. I ain't calling for him.
Oh, man.
I have in the past.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram, or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
I want to make this quick so we get to Susan and take some more of your calls on Razorback-related items. It's a special time. Results in a special show. Taylor Swift apparently turned down the Super Bowl, so we get Bad Bunny. Here's the deal. I know Christian's going to defend this, and it's fine. I don't have an issue. I don't care who the halftime performer is. If you like it, watch it. If you don't watch it. But I'm like, it is a bummer. I would like to have seen Taylor Swift do the halftime show. So,
me too.
Whatever. I got nothing against Bad Bunny. I just think for most people.
It's an odd choice for a sport that is mostly dominated by English speakers. I'll say that.
I just think, and again, I don't think everybody wants to do it like we think they do.
Yeah, and he is a massive star globally. He is just not here.
Cool. That's like putting soccer at the halftime of a football game.
I will still say really impressed with his performance in Happy Gilmore, too.
He was very
good. He was good in Bullet Train, too.
Zach Bryan's made some history. The first ever concert at Michigan Stadium in Ann Arbor. 112,408 fans in attendance. Set the record for the largest ticketed concert in U.S. history. Take that.
Taylor Swift.
When he's not drunk and jumping fences to beat up other country artists, he is kicking butt and taking names. Why are you worried about what some jamoke is saying?
Right?
That was a football player in college
and
2 years
what
ago.
What if that had turned out terribly? Like he fell over the fence. I mean, he actually, like.
What if he got to the guy and the guy beat him to death?
Right.
What am I missing?
Zach Bryan he's got a beef with this other artist who called him out for being basically fake and not caring about his fans. And he took offense, which I understand, but he was drunk at a concert like where they both were performing that day.
Who was drunk?
Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
And he jumped the fence and went after this guy. This
He
kid played
like barbed wire fence.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't see the part where he actually went over the fence. I saw him coming down off the fence. But this guy the guy who was going after played college football. I'm like, you want to get beat up in front of a bunch of people too, you dummy?
Yeah.
He was feeling it.
Yeah, it's dumb. And also, apparently, there was a gate like right down the fence, and he just wanted to be dramatic.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
They wouldn't open the gates. So
If I made the kind of money Zach Bryan had, where I'm selling out he sold out back-to-back nights at Simmons in like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You shake that off.
I don't care what you say about me or my family or anybody else. I'm rich!
What's the one word that somebody could say that would trigger you into rage? Like, what's your one thing? Like,
one
you could,
word or like
you could brush it off. And yeah. But if they went there, you'd be like, okay, here we go.
Do I have my money or Zach Bryan's money? If I have Zach Bryan's money, there isn't a
There's
string
not
of words
one.
you can say that are going to bother me.
I'm just trying to think. Is there something somebody could say that?
I've
Okay,
had
that's it.
I've had a couple words that have been said to me that will trigger me. Yes.
Well, you
Are
don't
those
tell
words
people that.
able to be said on the radio?
What?
Are those words able to be said on the radio?
1,000%.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't say them because then people say them.
I'm not gonna.
Don't do it.
They're so offensive to me to say them towards me that it really pisses me off. But I'm trying to get better
You don't
about
want to
it.
feed your haters.
I'm also not 26 anymore. I'm 51. So back in the day, I might have got a little more angry. I'm like, whatever. You get comfortable in your own skin a little bit more, and I don't know why Zach Bryan. People
You're like, what's fake anymore? Like, did they do it? But I don't even see the angle there that it could have been like for fake. For like, he doesn't need any more PR.
This artist that nobody even knows hardly, and you're worried about what he says about you. Who cares?
I was watching Southpaw, with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Bad movie.
Yeah, and he tried to get up out of there, but that other guy said that one thing about his wife.
Yeah.
And he's like, I got to go handle this now.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if somebody said something about Maddox
If
or
someone say about your girl, yeah, you kind of got
you got to turn around and be like,
unless you're in Dublin and it's 1 in the
Hey,
morning.
not in Dublin.
And they're 12-year-old punks with knives. Then you go, I didn't hear it, which I actually didn't hear it. Now, if I would have heard him say it, I might have done something really stupid.
When is it okay not to defend your woman's honor?
If you're going to get killed over it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're wondering.
If she's going to get killed over it. Sticks and stones, baby. Sticks and stones. As long as you don't say it to her, I think you can recover from that.
Okay, cool.
But if you don't go punch a guy because he said something ugly to your lady, it's different if he grabs her butt or something.
Yeah.
If there's physical contact.
Grabs her butt and there's like, he's with a crew of 6, then you just got to take it?
You got to go get beat up.
Okay.
But if he says something to her, he's like, sticks and stones, baby. Let's get in this Uber.
Get in the Uber fast.
At the box office over the weekend, Christian review coming up. One battle after another one, $22.4 million. And you liked it.
Yes, I liked it. It was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yes, I
Okay.
would say best movie of the year, like
What is
Philip
this?
Martin did.
Oh, with,
One battle after another. I think
Leo?
Yes.
Okay.
Previous best movie, probably Sinners.
Wow.
Probably. Wouldn't you say?
You would say it's better than Sinners? Is that this year or was that last year?
That was this year. So I would say this is better than Sinners.
Did I see Sinners?
No, you kept
Yeah.
talking about how you wanted. Yeah, you did see it.
Yeah, the vampire movie.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
You didn't know it was a
You
vampire
didn't
movie
remember
going
it.
into it.
That was really good. That
Yeah.
was a little overblown. I don't know if it's the best movie of the year outside of this one. Maybe.
Well, I'm
I haven't
trying to
seen
think of what it would be
That's
if
fair.
it wasn't that.
Yeah, if you don't have a better answer, then you have to just say, yeah, you're
It's
probably
like,
right.
I think it's better than F1.
I haven't seen F1 yet. That's on my list. I was like, do I want to pay $25 for this? I don't think I do.
Mission Impossible was a little.
Mission Impossible was great, but it wasn't as good. You're right. It wasn't as good as the one before. That's fair.
So I would say best movie of the year. It's hilarious, really funny movie, and Sean Penn's probably going to win best supporting actor. He is doing a Vince McMahon / RFK Jr. impression the entire movie, and it's pretty funny.
Okay.
It's also disturbing.
Okay. Well, a lot of things in this world are. All right, we're going to do birthdays here in 2 seconds, but since we're ahead of schedule, a hair, and we're going to get Susan's report on entertainment. By the way,
I'm here all hour, so
okay,
just
good.
work me in whenever.
Saturday night after the Bears game, I'm going to be looking for something to do in Central Arkansas, so I want to know what's going on.
All right.
Friday night, we're going to see Lucas Nelson. I can tell you that
I
already.
was going to talk about that. One of my faves.
Yeah, he's real good. Jim, go ahead. What's up?
Man, I just want to hit you with Go Cubs Go, baby. We are an hour and 38 minutes away from Cubs postseason baseball.
Buddy, I'm excited, Jim, is what I meant to say. Yes, thank you. It's nothing a cold
Hey,
shower
real
won't
quick,
fix.
Yep. All right, well, what did you think when the season started? You think we'd be here today? Because I did.
Oh, I absolutely thought they had a shot at the playoffs, for sure. I didn't think the Brewers would win the division, though. That's also for sure.
Yeah. Brother, I'm excited, man. Y'all enjoy it and go Cubs.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, if they go 2-out, I'm going to be devastated. What's up, Charles?
I got a question. Do y'all think Arkansas will get them a coach before they play Tennessee? And I got another little statement. If they want a good kind of a real good defensive man coach, they need to get Paul Simmons from Harding. And I'll get off here and listen. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm not going to steal the idea because somebody floated a really unique idea to me yesterday, and I'm going to let him speak for himself. I should have asked him about it. I should have had him get on the air about it, but I'll leave that at that. Paul Simmons would be a great defensive coach, actually. That'd be cool. And then the other piece of that was, do I think they'll have another coach before Tennessee? No. Not one that we hear about. Now, is Hunter Yurachek behind the scenes working on people to see if they have interest, to gauge the interest? Maybe. I mean, why not talk to an agent and be like, hey, if in fact we decide not to retain Coach Petrino full-time, Would your guy be interested?
There won't be another coach hired during the season.
I wouldn't think so, but you
Head
might have a
coach.
handshake, like, in
Yeah.
principle, at the end of the year, we're going to do this.
How much money do you think they would save by hiring Coach Petrino?
Save?
Mm-hmm.
Well, who are they going to hire otherwise? You got to tell me who the other guy is.
Well, I'm just
Is
saying.
the other guy Nick Saban, or is it the guy from Tulane?
Well, I'm just saying, is he in a position to ask for much?
I think he's in a position to ask for what Pittman was making, at least $5 million.
I don't know if he is. I don't think there's. Well, that's the same with Pittman. There's no one else in the country that's beating down the door to hire Bobby Petrino as a head coach.
I agree with that, but I would also say that it's hard to justify paying him less when he's more qualified than Pittman was.
That is true.
But I understand your
DJ,
point, too.
I want your opinion of where we are as a football program if we hire Bobby Petrino full time as a head coach. Again. 60 minutes.
Yeah, I know, right? I go back to say this. I think we live in nostalgia a lot, and we think hiring him is instantly going to bring us back to the glory days.
Mm-hmm.
The game has changed drastically since when Coach Petrino was a head coach. And I think it's affected many coaches who have that type of approach and that type of coaching style, which I think him with that approach is him at his best, especially when he has talent to work with. But just like all coaches have done, they've had to adjust. They've had to get out of sight of the way that they do it, the way that they've always done it, or they just simply get out of the game. Perfect example, Nick Saban, when he talked about his process of recruiting players and they started only asking about money, that's when he knew, okay, it's time for me to move on, because this whole thing that I've built a dynasty on, which is simply trust the process, is no longer a thing.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to, I would like to see what happens the rest of this year first, because I think this idea of that we're going to get that same Coach Petrino back, I think that's just a coach of the past. And I'm very curious to see how he has adjusted to the new ways of college football. Will it be as effective as it was when you didn't have all this NIL stuff?
If he can win 3 out of 4 with this current roster, I would be more optimistic that he could win big again.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see what happens here the next couple weeks.
And I would even say outside of this, and I'm hoping would say the same thing. Offensively, in the second half, if it were anyone else, what would we be saying is going on offensively? We're just getting simply out-coached.
Yeah.
Anyone else, we would say it. We're getting out-coached. When you can go into halftime and then teams start making adjustments and they're able to almost completely shut you down offensively, that's what everyone would be saying. So that's with Pittman being fired or not. We've already done that this year. So, yes, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say he is definitely and even though I played for him, even I think he is what the guy that I'm used to is exactly what the program needs.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I don't know if it's best for this landscape of college football, which am not a fan of, but it is what it is. So
we've also talked about his recruiting challenges, and recruiting was declining before the incident.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying it was going to fall off the cliff like it did, because that team would have been fun to watch with him at the helm, because they did have some talent, especially on offense, but I don't think they would have lost Monroe at least.
But now, what I would do to be a fly on the wall right now,
yeah,
because now that he is the head coach right now, I think he lets a lot of stuff pass that he obviously was not a fan of. I mean, look how quickly those defensive coaches got out of there.
Right.
You know? And so I'm very curious to see the tone shift of, like, you know, what they say. You remember that video I posted? Everybody said, Bobby's my boy. Oh, he's so cool. You're finna see a different Coach P.
It's Coach Petrino to you.
Yes.
Mr. Petrino.
From here on out.
Sir.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to give away tickets to Alabama November 15th at Simmons Bank Arena. We're going to give you some tickets to that for birthday trivia coming up. First off, let's get Susan, then we'll hit the break, come back. So you get time to line up at 661-1037 for birthday trivia. Susan, the world of entertainment is upon us. What is happening this weekend?
Well, you said you wanted to find a Saturday night spot. I've been looking around. The main one is going to be Willy D's. I got to be honest. But
fine. I'll go to Willy D's if you insist.
I'm going to share all of it. But, yeah, you can head over to entertainersguide.com, and we have a little bit of a situation with the website. I've got the dates here in front of me. My VA is working on the update. So by the end of today, you'll have all of that updated across the state. We've got over 40 cities, 100 venues, and growing every week. So in the state of Arkansas, well, let's just start with Little Rock. Of course, we start with Willy D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar. Tonight you've got dueling pianos and deep karaoke downstairs. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we've got our dueling pianos. Cliff and I stopped by last Saturday and join the team, and we performed, and we will be there again later this month, or actually October. Let's see, the Rev Room on Friday night, it's a 2000s party. It's a DJ playing all 2000s music. So it looks like it's a touring show, so should be a lot of fun there at the Rev Room on Friday at the Hall. Wednesday, Hairball, and of course you've already mentioned it, but Friday, Lucas Nelson. This is Willie Nelson's son. He's fantastic. I saw him at the Hall last time he was here, and he's just really, really good. So he sounds like his dad, but also like himself. He's got this really cool Americana country thing. How would you describe it?
American.
Jay Cutler.
Yeah,
That's
she's
a hot one.
some old Bears.
Yeah.
I was like,
Better one.
I said if you go visit him in jail, he went in to serve time for his DWI. I was like, that's going to be a bridge too far for me. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, speaking of
What about Rex Grossman? Not a Rex Grossman girl?
She hadn't brought him up. She had any pictures with him. I know that.
She has pictures with Jay Cutler?
Picture, Christian.
Okay.
I don't like to talk about
Well, we were at this one concert, and Cliff looked over at me and goes, I hope you look at me like you look at him one day. When we first met. And I was like, what? I was just enthralled. It's Leon Russell, my favorite piano player of all time, before the late great. And I was like, that's weird for him to say, but he knew I just was into it that much. So maybe not, it may not be a sexual.
Romantic thing?
Yeah, it might be something else. It might just be an
definitely
admiration.
not a sexual thing, I hope. Jeez.
Anyway, WXYZ Bar, Cliff and I'll be there on Thursday. On Thursday, we will be playing out there at the Aloft Hotel. We had a big show last week at Hot Springs Village. We had about 800 people out there.
Whoa.
It was crazy.
All the olds.
It was definitely a demographic.
I love it.
But it was wonderful. And then we had a good time at River Bottom Winery on Sunday. So coming off a big week last week. So we'll be at WXYZ Bar this Thursday out in West Little Rock. I'm going to head to Hot Springs. Pops Lounge, you've got John Calvin Brewer Band, one of the best blues bands in the state. So Friday and Saturday, head over to Pops Lounge to hear him. Over in Conway, we actually went to Taylor's Made on Sunday evening. Darren Berry, the guitar player for Tyler Kinch, dear friend of ours for many years. He had a stroke. I don't know if you knew this.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had a stroke, and he has lost he has a little bit of motion in his left hand, so prayers and miracles for him. We did a benefit for him on Sunday night, so y'all send out your love and prayers to Darren Berry, and they've got a GoFundMe out there. We joined a bunch of them, and Jason Campbell was there leading the charge when we rolled up. And so he and Dim Boys, Jason Campbell and Dim Boys, are going to be at King's Live on Friday night. And then Saturday night at King's Hayfield, some other friends of ours. When you were talking about things to do on Saturday, where are you going to be located? Are you Little Rock?
I'll be back here after Conway.
Okay,
Unless there's something going on in Conway, stick around there.
Well, Hayfield is playing at King's Lives, and they're great. Kind of a rockin', I'd say more rock than country, but they lean a little country too.
Rockabilly?
They're more like I'd say more of a alternative rock sound.
Okay.
With the country edge. Ashley McBride is at the Mad Amphitheater on Thursday night. So Ashley McBride down in El Dorado.
Y'all got to go to these Eldo shows now.
Yeah.
I don't like that. People act like El Dorado's on another planet.
Not that bad.
It's not. I mean, they had, who was it? Not long. Oh, it was the Blackberry Smoke show they had. I saw people all over the place trying to give tickets away, and nobody would take them. I was like, what are we doing?
I know. It's
It
crazy.
was Blackberry Smoke and somebody else.
Well,
They played in Northwest Arkansas, and then they played it in El Dorado.
You know one of their first performances they had out there?
Snoop Dogg.
Was it Snoop?
It was Snoop.
Snoop. Migos were up there, too.
Yeah.
Was
Cardi B out there, too?
I feel like she was. I mean, like, they literally bring, well, they've got the Murphy Arts money.
Well, that's it. And people are like, how do we get those? Well, Walmart, Amp, Murphy.
Arts District. Mad.
Do the math. If we had the Acme Riverfront Amphitheater, we probably would be able to get a little more regularly those kinds of acts. But it is frustrating for people who are like, why are they playing El Dorado? They're not playing here.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So two more things. Morrilton, I've been hearing good things about Cedar Lounge Bar and Grill, and Tudor Deal's there on Wednesday, and Highway 124 Great Band is there on Friday. And then Russellville, Handlebar. It's a bar people are talking about. Have you heard about Handlebar?
I've heard about it. I've not been there.
Tonight, Jocko's there. You know, I love Jocko.
Yes.
Sam Sparks there on Wednesday. Thursday, Tudor and Robbie. And then Friday, the Square Piano. They've got a piano show going on there. So anyway, that's in Russellville. And also, I can't say all of this, but there are over 30 festivals across the state of Arkansas.
Name them all.
Do you really want me to? No, okay. But I will shout out a few here. Arkansas Honey Festival, the Harvest Fest in Hillcrest, and Turkish Food Festival. And my favorite is the Arkansas Goat Festival happening in Perryville. If you've ever seen, I've never been, but they dress up goats. They have a goat parade It is the cutest, funniest, most fun-looking thing ever on the 4th, Perryville. Y'all head to entertainersguide.com, find all of the latest and greatest. And if you are feeling frisky and want to go see Cliff putting his take on a new Devil Went Down to Georgia, it's called Johnny Goes Down to Hell. There's an artist out there who wrote the song and asked for a fiddler to put their take on it. And we are almost to 600,000 views on TikTok. And Cliff really did a great job. Everybody's loving his version. So if you go to TikTok, go to Cliff and Susan, and you can see our version of that. And maybe he'll get the job. Maybe he'll end up recording it for this big artist. So.
Love it. One other thing to mention, I got this from Ken Duke yesterday, the Daly and Duke Drive for Charity. It's coming up at Maumelle Country Club towards the end of October. It is a golf tournament and a concert. They're separate, so if you just want to go to the concert, you can do that. And if you want to play in the golf tournament, that's a separate deal. The tournament's October 28th. The concert's October 27th. And the people performing include Mark Wills, Matt Stell, Jocko and Mr. Lucky, and others. So
Wonderful.
It's going to be a big night.
That's what date?
That is the 27th of October. The 28th of October is the golf tournament. And this is at the venue out at Maumelle Country Club.
Yes.
They built a brand new venue behind the country
Yes.
club. I haven't been inside yet, but it looks beautiful from the outside. I may or may not have hit a few range balls at the venue on accident because I'm a terrible golfer. They need to put up a big net over there.
Well, I can already tell you that's going to be a great show. That's a hell of a lineup.
There ain't no doubt.
Yeah.
And it says plus a special guest.
Oh, you never know.
Are you guys going?
No.
Okay.
I was thinking John Daly.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know.
That makes sense. 12:36. We'll be back in a second, DJ. And when we return, we'll do birthday trivia for Alabama tickets.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would love to know.
Wouldn't you love to know what's going on in the world today?
I would. A lot of stuff going on.
There's so much stuff going on.
Day to day.
Yeah.
Day in, day out.
Sometimes you just need good legal advice.
That's right. And when that happens, I know the right person to call. Alan LeVar.
He's a good one.
Had him sitting right where you are.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it. If you find yourself in a situation, I don't know, maybe some rich country music stars trying to beat you up. You may need a personal injury lawyer.
He doesn't sing as well as Susan does, but he knows a lot more about the law.
Yeah, absolutely. So anytime when it comes to a personal injury, it could be car accident, truck accident, dog bite, amusement park ride. It happens all over the place, all right? All you have to do is call the team over there at LeVar Law. Now, they got a whole team of attorneys set up to point you in the right direction. But, I'm going to talk about Alan. 20 years of experience, over $58 million in settlements that he's gotten for his clients. He always talks about he has a little girl out on the roads, and his primary thing he really focuses on are those car accidents. And he really wants to almost be put out of work because that means everybody is doing their – paying attention to the road and not putting everybody in a tough situation. But unfortunately, some people out there are bad drivers and they're not paying attention. He wants to make sure that he holds them accountable. So you find yourself in a situation where you get into a car accident and you need some help, especially if you're dealing with any type of pain. All right, he's got you covered. If you want to learn more information about all their locations all across the state, not just here in Central Arkansas, Arkadelphia, Jonesboro, we can just keep going and going. Just head to LeVarLaw.com.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on The Zone by Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville.
This is SportsCenter.
On Monday Night Football, the Dolphins beat the Jets 27-21 for their first win of the year. While the Jets remain winless, the biggest news out of the game is star wide receiver Tyreek Hill went down with an apparent leg injury. The 31-year-old dislocated his knee along with tearing multiple ligaments in his knee, including the ACL. In the second game, the Broncos dominated the hapless Bengals, beating them 28-3. Cincinnati mustered just 153 yards of total offense to Denver's 512. The next NFL game will be on Thursday with an NFC West showdown of the Rams hosting the Niners. And in the NBA, Nick Smith Jr., who was waived by the Hornets over the weekend, inked a two-way contract with the Lakers. Smith will be able to play up to 50 games with the Lakers before either signing a standard contract or being let go. Last year in Charlotte, he averaged 10 points and 2 assists on 34% from three. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Let's talk numbers because if you're a sports fan, you'll want to hear this. Flight by Yuengling has just 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's light beer that actually brings some game day flavor. Whether you're tailgating or watching from the couch, Flight delivers that crisp, refreshing taste without any of the baggage. College football and tradition go hand in hand, and there's no tradition quite like America's oldest brewery, Yuengling. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA. today.
Protection starts at the top of your business and the top of your home. Absolute Roofing and Construction will make sure you have the absolute protection for your home or business. Free estimates from Tiger Lee, licensed, insured, and bonded with an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Absolute Roofing works all over the state. See their work and get in touch on Facebook at Absolute Roofing and Construction, covering the state one roof at a time. Call Tiger Lee for your free estimate, 501-380-5543. That's 501-380-5543.
It's Honda of Russellville's 46th anniversary, and they're celebrating with savings store-wide. Come to Honda of Russellville for the largest inventory of new Honda ATVs and side-by-sides in Arkansas, just in time for deer season or wherever the trail takes you. The Honda 4Trax Foreman 4x4 delivers rugged performance with its powerful 518cc engine and long travel suspension. Whether handling tough jobs or hunting game, this ATV is your go-to machine. Go to HondaofRussellville.com or Facebook.
We got the big deals at the Big Rock. Got the big deals at the Big Rock.
Hey Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot, Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Lot Benton.
You're back in the zone. Did we say something dumb? Well, let us know by texting us on our D3 Auto Sales text line at 501-661-1037 or our Gwatney Chevrolet Live fan feedback. Now, let's get back to the show. Birthday Trivia in the Zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
Yes, come get your grub on indeed. Let's do birthday trivia. When Christian gets back in the zone. Say it's your birthday. JW, you're going to be with DJ Williams today. Christian is going to be with Rhonda. Rhonda, enjoy your tickets to Alabama.
Hip, Rhonda, hip, Rhonda.
It's a tough day today, I'm not going to lie. And Susan, you got Ray.
Right.
Let's start a couple before he gets in there.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? I'll hit a couple live fan feedbacks while we're waiting. Christian's been kidnapped.
What's he doing?
I don't know. It'd be nice if we had the Walmart offense and the Murphy defense, this person says. That is not a bad idea. Yeah. Justin, is one of the words emaciated, LOL, from Savage. That's very funny. Very funny. Did she say Hardball was playing somewhere in Little Rock? Hairball?
Hairball is at...
Oh, Hairball. Yeah, it says Hairball. That's right.
I think that was... Give me a second. Hairball was going to be at... Good Lord have mercy.
You look it up. I got something else.
Hairpin, Saturday at Whitewater.
Hairpin?
Hairpins at Whitewater.
I thought there was a Hairball.
I did too. Where's that Hairball?
For those who think...
Oh, no, Wednesday. Hairball at the Hall. Wednesday.
Hairball at the Hall.
At the Hall. Wednesday.
For those who think Petrino will pick up where he left off in 2011, Ryan Mallett, Joe Adams, Jarius Wright, DJ Williams, Chris Gregg, Dennis Johnson aren't walking through that door. Arkansas high schools will never, it says prosecute, I'm guessing you meant produce, that talent at one time again.
I wouldn't agree with that.
Okay. Good point, DJ. What would we say if Dan Enos was in charge of what the offense has done in the second halves? Yeah, we would try to rip his glasses off. Angry Buckeye, it's embarrassing as a program to hire Bobby as HC. Just my opinion, he's a stain, says Angry Buckeye. Well, guess what, Angry Buckeye? Why don't you go back to Ohio State? Just kidding. He's not the head coach yet. Let's wait. Let's wait and criticize it after it happens, if it happens. All right. On this day for a point, in 1960, this show became the first animated sitcom.
Simpsons.
Flintstones.
To premiere on ABC in the United States. It is the Flintstones.
Oh.
Meet the Flintstones. On this day,
based off the Honeymoon,
in 1992, this man got 4 hits to become the 18th player to reach 3,000 hits.
1992?
1992.
Mark McGuire.
Joe Carter.
4 hits to be the 18th player to hit 3,000.
Mike Piazza.
Kansas City Royals.
Oh,
Of the 33 members of the 3,000 hit club, 18 right-handers, 13
Kevin
left-handers. Did not play for the Royals.
George Brett.
2 switch hitters.
He's the Mets.
George Brett. Very good. He played for the Mets and a few
Had
others.
to dig deep for that one.
He also played for the Padres when they knocked the Cubs out of the playoffs, but I have forgiven him as far as you know. Not really. There are 2 players all-time, not for points, to hit 4,000 have 4,000 hits. Who are they?
Does Ichiro count?
No, he does not have
Okay.
4,000. Well, he's not 4,000 major leagues.
Yeah.
Ken Griffey.
No, Ken Griffey's not 4,000. He's not even. Is he 3,000?
Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb's one. Ty Cobb was the first guy to hit 4,000. Come on, you know this.
Joe DiMaggio.
Tony Gwynn?
No, Pete Rose. Pete Rose.
Oh,
Pete
yeah,
Rose. Pete Rose is not in the 3,500 club, but Hank Aaron is. He's the number one guy as far as he's third all time in hits, and he's a member of the 500 home run club.
He was pretty good.
Yep. Of the guys who have 3,000 and got a home run on their 3,000th hit, all former Yankees. Would you like to guess? Couple recents.
Home run on their 3,000th hit.
Yes. Derek Jeter.
Okay. Alex.
Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm. A-Rod. And a guy who is where's my home run? Where's my Wade Boggs, of all people.
Yeah.
Former Red Sox and Yankees player. Now, I don't know who he was playing for when he got his 3,000th hit.
Tampa too, right?
Yeah, played for a few teams. And also a really good beer drinker on cross-country flights.
That's what they say.
Anyway, let's get to birthdays, shall we? This guy...
Who's with who?
We've already established it. JW, Rhonda, and Ray. I already gave Rhonda the tickets, so don't blow it.
Okay. Hey.
I'm just kidding. This woman's an actress. She's an Academy Award winner for her
Sandra Bullock.
her portrayal of Edith Piaf in La Vie en Rose. She was also in
Marion Cotillard.
Marion Cotillard, Dark Knight Rises. She is just a jerk. She stabbed
In
Batman.
Inception, too.
Yeah, Inception.
Oh, okay. What's her name?
Marion Cotillard. She's
Wow.
French.
Yeah, I know her. I just never know. I won't remember that.
She has the worst death scene of all time. In
It
Dark
was
Knight
pretty
Rises.
bad.
Really bad.
In what?
acting.
Dark Knight Rises.
Really bad acting.
Well, I was just glad she died.
She said
because she stabbed my boy. She stabbed Batman. She turncoated him. This woman's an actress. She is not French. She's Italian. She appeared in The Passion of the Christ, Enter the Matrix, The Matrix
Monica
Reloaded.
Bellucci?
We just
Monica
talked about her.
Bellucci.
Wasn't it her birthday the other day?
Do we
Apparently
not
not.
have to guess their age?
Oh, yeah, that's right. How old's Marion Cotillard? Sorry, DJ.
Oh.
I got sidetracked. How old?
Numbers. You're
numbers.
catching me off. The first one?
French
The
girl.
first one.
Frenchie then Italian.
Yeah, 48.
52.
50.
Bingo bango.
Wow,
I was
look at
50.
that in the
All right,
game.
Susan, hang on a second. Christian, you're first. How old is Monica Bellucci?
Monica Bellucci is 57.
No.
53.
You know how you say no in Italian?
No.
No.
58.
61.
Wow, nice.
Good job. Welcome to the game.
Why were we talking about her yesterday?
I don't know.
You just like her, I guess.
This guy is an actor. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Sean
Mask.
Penn.
Pulp Fiction.
Samuel L. Jackson.
No. Mask. Pulp Fiction. Some Kind of Wonderful.
Jimmy Carrey.
Say anything.
Jim Carrey. Oh.
Fast Times.
Redheaded actor.
He's the guy. Yeah.
Anthony Michael Hall.
He played.
I don't know his name.
Really? He played Rocky Dennis in Mask.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Eric Stoltz.
I wouldn't know.
64 years old. Let me see if we have any music from this guy. Otherwise, I can't tell you anything about him. We can't do it.
Vincent Vega goes to his house, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's the one.
He's got the shot.
Yes, he was dating or married to, what's her name? The woman who's an actress who has an acting sister and an acting brother.
Patricia Arquette.
Patricia Arquette. Her name is Rosanna Arquette.
Rosanna, yeah.
Yes. That's trippy.
The other one.
Yes, the other one. She's actually a very good actress. Okay. We don't have anything from this guy in the
I'm
system.
convinced we were talking about Monica Bellucci the other day.
Maybe you
I'm
were.
not saying you're wrong.
You were too.
You ready?
We all were.
Okay, guys, ready? One of the performers.
T-Pain.
T-Pain.
Yeah.
How old is T-Pain today?
T-Pain.
My turn?
Yeah, that's right. I haven't seen T-Pain in a minute, so I don't know how old he is.
42.
No.
40.
No.
He's 43.
He's 41. No point of word.
Dang.
This guy is an actor, part of an acting family. His brother was way more
Chris
successful
Hemsworth.
than him.
Liam Hemsworth.
But now he's more successful than his brother.
Luke Wilson.
No.
Owen Wilson.
No. Affleck. Casey Affleck.
No.
Ben Affleck.
No. None of the. No.
No.
Cider House Rules, Father of the Bride, It Runs in the Family, and Home Alone. But he was not the main.
Kieran Culkin.
Kieran Culkin, that's right. How old is Kieran Culkin, DJ?
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw. You remember his Oscar speech where he said, "Let's get working on that next baby"? She's pregnant.
Good work.
Good.
How old's Kieran Culkin?
Kieran Culkin is 39.
Christian?
He's 43.
Bingo bango. This woman's like, I'm going to see Alabama. Can't wait. Thanks, Rhonda. This guy is a former Brady Bunch star. He played Greg Brady. Happy birthday, Barry Williams. Either know or you don't. This woman's a queen of Hallmark movies. She was in Party of Five as Claudia. All My Children as Bianca Montgomery. Happy birthday,
Candace Cameron Bure.
Lacey Chabert.
Oh, the other one.
Yep. And last but not least, this man once said famously, "It ain't no sin to go to the script club."
Adam Pac-Man Jones.
Adam Pac-Man Jones, correct? It is his birthday today. Happy birthday, Pac-Man.
He said that.
Eat him up. He did. He said, "I told Jerry, it ain't no sin to go to the script club." But he said he didn't want me in there.
Is there some kind of competition we can enter Christian into, like to win some money off of his brain?
Rhonda, enjoy your tickets to see Alabama.
We should. You think you do well at Jeopardy?
I think so. I've.
Do you
when
play
I
while you
watch,
watch?
I usually do fairly. There's freaks, and I can't.
Yes. But some people aren't. You could beat them for sure. And I think you could beat a couple people who are freaks. Would you like to hear some Pac-Man on the break, DJ? I'd love to play this clip for you.
Pac-Man. Oh, you got it?
I got to reset this computer because this thing's slow as molasses. It'll be here in a minute. I'll just play it when we get back. Stick around.
The Grove Hunting Club in Jefferson County is first class, recognized nationally for some of the best guided waterfowl hunts in the South, and their deer herd keeps growing annually. New this year, you can deer hunt in Arkansas or at their new hunting ranch in Texas. The Grove's 13,000 square foot main lodge in Arkansas can accommodate 50 hunters with 30 private rooms, a locker room, and a pro shop, and several private cabins and a secondary lodge. Call 870-692-3221, thegrovehuntingclub.com.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Poen, founded over 10 years ago by Daniel and Vanessa Ellison, Arkansas Municipal Equipment specializes in refuse and recycle equipment. They lease and sell trucks, trash carts, and roll-off dumpsters. But they don't just sell it to you. You can get parts and service for all makes and models for refuse equipment. Their technicians travel the state to take care of you. AME, it's the service after the sale.
Big savings are rolling now at Gwatney Chevrolet. Take advantage of the $7,500 EV tax credit before September 30th. Drive a 2026 Trax or Trailblazer for just $249 a month. Or save up to $13,000 on new Silverados. Plus, we're paying up to 20% over Kelley Blue Book for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And right now, you can get it all with no payments until 2026. Stop by Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville today. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. With approved credit restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Looking to upgrade your home without breaking the bank? Go to The Warehouse, 2011 North 2nd Street in Cabot, Arkansas's trusted source for quality flooring, including SPC vinyl waterproof flooring starting at $139 a square foot, tiles starting at 59 cents a square foot, next-gen waterproof hardwood, and many other building materials at unbeatable prices. Contractor, home builder, or DIYer, we've got what you need, in stock and ready to go. Go see the Flooring King, The Warehouse at Natural State Wholesale, building better naturally.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See Shelter Agent Christy Pettit in Maumelle, Chad Kesterson in Arkadelphia, or Bo Beavis in Cabot today.
Hey, what's up? It's Kramer with Drive Time Sports, and tomorrow, Randy Rainwater and Rick Schaefer back live in the Eat My Catfish studio, and they're bringing in Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen, Landon Leach with Quarterback Time, Hogsports.com's Trey Biddy, thanks to Chris Crain Hyundai and Genesis of Conway, and Kevin the Hoop Scoop McPherson from Hogville.net. We'll see you Tuesday afternoon right here on 103.7 The Buzz.
You're back in the zone. You want to get into the show, but too busy to call? Message us on our live fan feedback or text us on our text line at 501-661-1037.
All right, my friends at Oaklawn are here for you. And if you, what's wrong? You can't hear? That's on you. Oaklawn.com, Oaklawnsports.com. If you want to wager on the games, guess what? You can't bet on Arkansas this week. Why? They're not playing. You can't even bet on how many games they're going to win the rest of the year. Although if I was Zach, that'd be a good prop bet to throw up there, wouldn't it? I bet they'd get a ton of action on how many games does Arkansas win the rest of the season. Over, under 1.5.
They got to get that up.
Over, under 1.5, Zach. What are we doing? What would you put the over, under at? Christian, am I off on that? What do you think, DJ?
I think you put it right at 2.
Right at 2, huh?
No, you have to pick a half, right? What's that called?
A hook? You don't have to.
No?
I would.
You just usually do, yeah. I say 1.5 is pretty fair.
Ooh, Iowa State's a 1.5-point underdog at Cincinnati this week. Is everybody on our team out? That's concerning.
At Cincy?
Yeah. Cincy's solid, but not great. Kansas
still
State,
undefeated?
Baylor. Yes.
Why you say it like that?
We won convincingly this weekend against Arizona in a whiteout.
You say still like it's just
unlike
such a
Penn
surprise.
State, we had a whiteout and we won our game.
Oh.
Yeah. Penn State's at UCLA. You think Penn State will rebound this week? Did they win by 100 or more this week?
Has Nico transferred yet? You
I
know
don't-
that window's open.
I think their head coach is transferred. Oh, UCLA's open too. That's another job.
Yeah.
Not as attractive as Arkansas. Can we safely say UCLA's not as good as Arkansas?
No, it's not.
Anyway, Oaklawn.com and OaklawnSports.com for all of your staying and your wagering needs. And there are some great entertainment options coming to the Oaklawn Event Center, including a couple of comedians. So if you're interested, tickets are available online. You can book your room there as well. And always a great place to hang out and eat dinner and maybe occasionally go see Cliff and Susan in Pops. And who'd you say was there this week?
John Calvin Brewer Band, great blues band. Good for
Okay.
him. Good for
That's
him.
Friday and Saturday night?
That's Friday, Saturday, 9 to 1.
I do love it. All right, that's at Oaklawn. All right, waiting on Wes. Question of the day today, how many more games does Arkansas win? Christian, how are we trending? 2 still?
Yeah, 2 at 40%.
Yesterday, are you against or for Petrino being the next full-time head coach? 55% against, 45% say for. I bet of the 55%, if I promised you he would average 9 wins a year, you'd say 100% I am in. I don't
Yes,
care what
for sure.
he does if he wins. And I think, you kind of got to get to that point. Hi, Wes. Come on in. What DJ was so brilliantly doing, as he always does, can be referred to as constructive criticism. However, I like to call it objective analysis because he simply tells the truth. Boom, you're welcome. I call it hating, where I come from.
Just hating, huh?
You be hating. Gruden plus Walmart equals... Don't know.
Yeah.
Be nice to get them on board. Some guy said he wants Walmart to pay for the offense and Murphy Oil to pay for the defense. That would help him, right? Did the 10-year-olds in Ireland say those words to Acri? Yes, I had an incident with some youngsters. They weren't 10. They were older than that. I'd say well over 10, well under 20. Somewhere in between.
If somebody helped me up at Banana Point, I'd be a little thrown off, too. Like, there's something wrong with them.
It's always the little kid that's the mouthiest. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't punch you. You weigh $104. Zach Bryan would whoop the plank out of Gavin Ad. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind.
I don't know, man.
I haven't seen
feel
the
like
other guy.
Gavin he's a blowhard.
He played college football. He's a big dude. I've seen him.
Let me see this guy.
Okay.
So did DJ.
What was that supposed to be?
That'd be like me fighting DJ.
Gavin, what's his name?
Adcock.
See this guy.
He likes to take his shirt off.
I don't think it would go well. Wes, did you see that? You don't care about music. What am I even bothered? What are you guys doing today?
Good call right there, Justin.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot who I was talking to. I thought you liked stuff outside of
Good
sports.
audible.
What
do you think about? Never mind.
You know
I
what?
better.
Somebody paid you a great compliment the other day. It was not even a shot, but it could be construed as one. But it's like nobody cares about sports more than you do. Like we all do this for a living.
Yeah.
But I don't care about sports at all compared to you.
Yeah.
You care about sports way more than I do, by a lot. It's not even close.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think that's a compliment. Anyway, what are we doing today?
Well, we got Fernando Carmona coming up in about 9 minutes, so this should be interesting,
Is he
right?
the first person to speak? I think he is, right? Since it's all went down.
Anybody else? Yeah.
No, we haven't had our guys yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Really, I want to hear from some of the defensive guys, but Fernando will be great inside the locker room.
We'll
and
have
stuff.
Caleb Wooden on, and DJ just went after him on his podcast, so we'll probably won't even get a call back.
Also coming up, we got Coach Z at 2:10 today, and Ethan Westerman from the Arkansas Democrat Gazette, WholeHogSports.com.
Those are all good.
Yeah, it'll be a fun day.
I got a text from one of my friends who works in sports media, and he asked me if I said yesterday that Dan Mullen charmed the pants off me, and I said yes.
He did.
Huh.
Remember when we were done? You could tell he didn't. We had to drag him away.
He didn't want to leave.
He wanted to hang
Yeah.
out with us. He wanted to talk some more.
He quirky, I think is a good word for him.
Yes,
but I like Dan Mullen.
I love Dan Mullen way more than I even thought I would.
Yes. No, I remember that day.
I don't know if they can buy him out and get him or if they're interested, but I'm just saying I think he could do worse. I like Dan Mullen. Stay tuned for Out of Bounds. Thanks, Susan.
For over 20 years, the hottest night spot in Little Rock has been Willy D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar in the River Market. Open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with cold drinks and a world-class dueling piano show. Deep Ultra Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays, and DJs spin on Friday and Saturday nights for a fun dance club option on the weekend. Visit WillyD'sPianoBar.com to make a reservation and learn more.
Willy D's dueling pianos. Come and get your Willy on.
Hey,
it's David Basil from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Basil sent you.
Ray Tucker with good news for enthusiasts of Triumph motorcycles. Honda of North Little Rock now carries the legendary classics and cutting-edge rides. We have the Bonneville Bobber, Daytona 600, the TF450X, the Sunning Evo Special Edition, and the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. You get the idea. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Okay, now the real sports talk show is about to begin. Stay tuned for Out of Bounds on KABZ Little Rock.
Report covering Razorback athletics. Going overseas, enroll in international travel.